So, last we left off with the Bronze Toads. You guys helped the Cloaked Rangers to move the remaining citizens of Direwood and the outlying villages to a safer location. One just north, further into the forest that is half dead at this point. The Cloaked Rangers have already begun fortifying the area and beginning to set up a sort of makeshift town hall / base of operations for the remaining Cloaked Rangers that have survived the onslaught of the Ratlings that attacked the Cloaked Rangers and outlying villages while you guys were in Priest. Later, you had a tense chat with Malcolm about Six's past and a few other things. And he asked you a favor, a rather odd one, sort of out of the blue, to go investigate a lighthouse on a small island in the middle of the river that splits Direwood.
A talking lighthouse.
Apparently. Meanwhile, Zelfer helped the Rat King create a ridiculous potion, quote-unquote, that
It's probably going to melt someone's dick off.
probably is going to melt someone's dick off. After your meeting with Malcolm, you came back to the Cloaked Rangers headquarters and had a bit of a run-in with an old friend, who some may call the Queen. She was given some basic information about a job completed, and you let her go on her way. And she seemingly left the area, being satisfied with the answer she was given. Also, finally, Six asked fucking Bess out on a date. About fucking time.
Yeah, honestly.
After some awkward hiding and some chasing around, a date was fine. And their first date commenced as they watched Zelfer and Sam spar, have a bit of a skirmish outside in the Cloaked Rangers' little training area. Some borders of little fighting pits were moved, and a fight ensued. A friendly last little battle between allies, just for fun. That was largely going in Zelfer's favor.
Quite largely.
Until Six intervened, putting out a fire that was engulfing Sam and might have actually killed him. At that point, Zelfer backed out of the fight, saying somebody had intervened. The fight was over. He would no longer continue. Much to Sam's dismay. And that is where we're picking up, is just after the fight has ended. Things have calmed down. The small crowd of people, of Cloaked Rangers and others, is beginning to disperse to go back to their usual business as they are packing up the last of the supplies within the area. And as Zelfer is preparing to leave, that is where we'll pick up. So, the fight has just ended. What are you guys doing?
I put away the decanter of endless water.
Yeah. How about Bess and Six? What are you guys doing right now?
Fucking.
Oh, God.
Okay. That goes.
No,
I would probably be trying to help Zelfer pack up and whatnot. People leaving, not my favorite thing.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Music is gone.
You've done it.
I have music now.
I'm afraid
I
to
have
unmute
to
rhythm.
imitate music for him.
Oh, very good.
So, Zelfer, Six has volunteered. He's trying to help you get ready to go.
I would nod to him and allow him to help me. And then in return, let me open up my character sheet while I rejoice in silence.
Right. So I take it you guys are all just helping with the packing up of everything.
yeah.
It is relatively early morning, I should add. Cloudy skies, no rain at the moment.
I
Six,
will.
you go
I'll wait
first.
to catch Zelfer until he's on his way out. Then.
Okay.
Six, I would hand you my human flesh book.
Thank you, Zelfer.
You might have more need for this than I do.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll
And
hand
at arm's
you
distance.
my bag of holding.
Well, thank you. That's very generous. Are you sure you don't need this on your travels?
No, probably not. Just if I ever come back, keep that for me.
I will do that. I'll add it to the list right here.
What? Anyone want my 20 mason jars?
Me!
I'm
Me! Pick me!
good on mason jars.
I
at the
will give
moment.
Best
Raising her
20
hand like
mason
crazy.
jars.
Actually, I'm sure Mother could use those, or some of them at
I
least.
will give Best 10 mason jars.
Oh, no, you can keep them.
I will give Best 2 mason jars.
I would give them back.
I would give Best 1 mason jar.
I would keep it.
Good talk. It's just you guys are just trading around, and finally she has one in her hands. Okay.
I'll look at Percy and go, do you want the history book on Direwood for any real reason?
No.
Okay.
I do need your magical abilities when we have a second private.
I use prestidigitation to make sparkles in my hand and nod.
Prestidigitation is just the fucking, hey look, I can do magic trick. That's all it is.
Yes, it is.
That's all it is.
Not running real uses?
Prestidigitation is just what everyone uses to show others that they are capable of magic use.
I think there are plenty of real uses. Didn't you make some dude shit himself with
Yes, but that's not a real use.
I mean, he
That's
didn't.
the fact we're
put
all
some chance.
assholes.
Right. So the next hour or so is spent with the last minute packing. Ravina and Reginald and mostly supervising and telling people what to grab, what to dismantle, what to put on there. There are just a few carts with a few horses left that are being loaded up as much as they can. The walls have mostly been stripped of anything valuable. If you were to step into the building, it is largely empty halls now. Save for a few rickety tables and very, very scarce furnishings. Everything has mostly been torn down. It is now just a somewhat defensible square. Even the targets and dummies are being loaded up. And at the end of the hour, the commander is standing on one of the watch posts, just watching everything happen. At the end of the hour, a whistle is blown, and everybody gathers in the center square. Everybody's there. There's this final head count, and it looks like the Cloaked Rangers are ready to move out. And as this is happening, the commander approaches you, Six, and he comes up to you and says, "How are you doing?"
I've been better. Some of my friends are leaving. I don't really enjoy that. It's happened before.
Well, I'm not too happy about them leaving either, but for what it's worth, I have called in a couple of favors. I might have some additional auxiliaries coming our way. Hopefully you like them. But in the meantime,
yeah.
For those who are staying, given
That's
your
not me.
given your prowess, your engagement, and the fact that we have lost so many, if you would have it, I would like to give you an official rank. I would like to
What
have
rank
you
would that be?
as an official member of the Cloaked Rangers. I would like you to take on the rank of Colonel.
Sanders.
For reference, that would put you 2 ranks ahead of Reginald, who is a major, and 1 behind
Bitch.
Ravina, who is general.
Ravina outranks Reginald by that much.
I look to Bess, assuming she's standing there, or is she not
Assuming.
with me at this point?
Assuming, yeah.
And I raise my eyebrows, just to see what her initial reaction is.
I would shrug. Best would shrug. Whatever you think is best.
My only concern is that I tend to leave multiple days at a time searching for things like talking lighthouses. And
Kind of narrows his eyes at you.
I shake my head and roll my eyes.
You know, at this point, that's something I believe.
So, my concern would be that I would not be here potentially if you needed me.
Right. This would be an official rank. All it really means is that you hold some position of authority here. You, of course, are still auxiliaries and are still free to do whatever you wish. Honestly, normally if I were to give a position of this level to anyone, I would require that they stay here or with the Cloaked Rangers, but given how much you've gotten done in such a short time on your own, I think it would be best to give you a little more freedom, don't you think?
Is this a salaried position? Can you talk about the benefits a little bit?
He smiles a little bit. Right now, there's no
Six
official
chuckles.
pay. But in times like these, in a place like this,
I was teasing anyways.
in a place like this, an office, a place to sleep of your own, a bath and
An
food
office?
is plenty. Yes, you would. It
With
would.
a chair?
I could provide a chair.
Maybe a second if someone were to want to sit with me.
Speaking of, actually, I might need to procure a second chair as Bess. I would like you to be his left-hand person as
Why
Lieutenant
not the
Colonel.
right hand? As a what?
Lieutenant Colonel.
What
Which
does
would
that mean?
that would mean you are one rank below him, one above Reginald. If you want to rub that in his
Below
face.
him.
I would like to graciously accept. And I will do my best to uphold the honor you have bestowed upon me.
Bear in mind, while I do want to allow you as much freedom as possible while holding the position, there are certain responsibilities and duties. You will hold authority over many of the Cloaked Rangers and many of the facilities, but you still answer to Ravina, and you will still need to hold a loyalty to the Cloaked Rangers. This is my way of trying to secure you as assets.
This is
I'll be blunt.
acceptable.
This is
I-
so
I-
cool. This is so
I think
sunny.
working together,
Here's a
I
way
think
to
working together
secure
in the
you
future
as
is going to be
asses.
required.
Good. Bess,
And I
do you-
graciously thank you.
and I thank you for accepting. Bess, what about you? Will you accept the role, the
I-
position of Lieutenant Colonel,
I
alongside
shall accept the
Six?
role, the position of Lieutenant Colonel.
Right
Did I
then.
say that right? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And
I very much appreciate. Thank you very.
He looks around at the kind of gathering the remaining Cloaked Rangers here. Listen up, everyone. You will now address this man as Lieutenant Colonel Six, and you will address this woman as Lieutenant Colonel Bess. You will answer
You
to them any questions. Nobody says anything.
I raise
Very
my
well.
hand.
Yes, Lieutenant Colonel.
Can they please just call me Bess?
You will now refer to her as only Bess. There's a couple of chuckles, and the commander smiles.
I sort of clear my throat and look out at the group, and I say, this is an unexpected honor, and one that I intend to uphold to the best of my abilities. You are all proven to me in battle and as warriors and as protectors of this city, and I promise to do my best to serve you.
Then he points to one random ranger and says, "You go clean the toilet."
With your toothbrush.
What are you doing?
Actually, with that little speech, there is a hear hear from the Cloaked Rangers, and there's a little bit of applause. There's only maybe a dozen left, but
Okay.
spirits seem
All
high.
right. That's cool.
Stinky.
No.
Stinky brat girl.
And
I am
the
excited.
commander
Talking
says,
to Kristen or the cats?
"Let's move out then." And the small caravan of Cloaked Rangers and their carts and horses make their way towards the entrance. Is there anything else you guys would like to do just before you leave?
Bye.
Yeah. Take one last look around the old place. Sigh. Flip the lights off. Turn around. Credits roll.
Ow. First, you wanted some magic. I can do magic. That's one of my capabilities.
I would have pulled you off to the side out of vision of anybody else.
Okay, I follow with him with vision of us being limited.
He's gonna look and go, I promise this isn't what it looks like. And then he's gonna take off his shirt and turn around.
Oh.
And he's gonna get
I
on his
start
knees.
clapping. I'm
And
sorry.
he,
You wore this shirt for so long.
it's a nice shirt, actually. It's growing on me.
It is kind of a nice shirt.
Well, that
Which is why
bottom
I don't
part
want
you
it
get too.
destroyed. Um,
Oh, fair.
He is currently kneeling with his branded back face to you. Will you please brand me so this brand over the brand, so that this is indistinguishable from a crest of the once great Direwood?
What does the crest look like so I know if I can make it into a penis?
You can't.
Jesus.
You just
Holden?
can't. It is-
Um,
no, you can't.
I have old notes on the crest of Direwood from a long time ago. I can
I
go back and
trust you, and I
find them.
value our friendship greatly, Zelfer. He says.
If you actually want me to get you a description, I can go back. It might take me a couple minutes to find this.
Well, I just
it's
want an
back
image
there.
so I know what I can do with it, because I don't want to make a giant blob on his back.
Why not?
Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Make it a butterfly.
Well, because Zelfer would like to
Something
try to
tribal.
make it look halfway decent.
Of course he doesn't care.
Or a penis, worst case scenario.
No, it's not in this one.
Or maybe this.
Worst case.
Just this face.
What about? Are you in these?
That's nice.
I've been doodling on furniture pads.
You're so fucking bored.
Quarantine day 4.
Great. I have. Okay, this one has.
Have you guys been
colors.
watching Ellen's videos of her in quarantine?
I saw Vikings
No.
tweet about it.
I've just been watching Criminal Minds and playing mod and mod pack in Minecraft,
You should
Where-
watch The Flash.
where you have to use chemicals to like progress in the Sky Island. Like I have like so much carbon, and I have to make diamonds.
This
What's
is
that?
this is my new camera.
That doesn't look like a camera. Where do you take
It's-
pictures with?
There's 3 lenses, and there's a rotatable motor on it. So you set it on a tripod, and it spins, takes 3D dimensions
Is that
of
Wall-E?
the room. What's that?
Wally.
No, it's Matterport.
Okay. All right. I found it. Okay.
All right.
So the Direwood crest appears in the form of a slightly jagged shield, like a kite shield, but with 2 divots on either end, protruding inward, with a very like intricate, like fancy cursive D in the center of the shield. Atop the shield is a crown. I guess actually, since this is a brand, it would be a simplified version. So basically, it's a shield with a big fancy D in the middle, and a crown on top of the shield. And on the left side, inserting kind of into the shield from, but more so behind it, is what looks to be a long sword with an intricate pommel. And on the right appears to be some sort of staff, like a magical staff, with eagle wings protruding out of it, and a flag that seems to descend down from it, attached to it. And below are some fancy kind of arching lines connecting everything, and it looks like 2 spears protruding from the bottom of it, going either direction.
Is it possible
Yes, you can turn it into a dick.
to take the wings from the staff and make it look like a toad catching a fly? With the wings being the fly in it?
You could certainly try. It would be very difficult given you've never done anything like this.
I know what a toad looks like, and I have ability
You
to
know,
brand
if you have an
something.
idea, if
I
You're
Used
talking
to
about-
torture people.
you're talking
Roll
about like
performance.
artwork here.
I
Used
just
to
want
torture
to
people.
vaguely resemble a toad and nothing like the old crest. Those are my 2 priorities.
Okay, you want it to vaguely resemble a toad,
Yes.
and the wing. Okay, that is possible. You want it to
I'll
vaguely
do
resemble
it.
a toad attempting to catch a fly. You can try.
What do I have to roll to...
Well, how are you gonna brand him?
I haven't thought this far ahead. How do you want
You
me to
have
do
fire
this?
spells. You have fire spells. I was expecting a cantrip or something.
I guess I'm gonna burn a dagger and draw on him?
Ew.
It's going to hurt quite a lot.
I'm expecting it.
Okay. And that is my game plan.
Okay, so you're going
better
to
afterwards.
burn a dagger and get it as white hot as you can with your magic, and then you're literally just gonna try to carve into him.
Yep.
Okay.
Brand it one piece at a time.
I need 2 checks from you.
Okay.
I need you to make a medicine check,
Okay.
and I need you to make, see, this is, I want to, it's going to be performance, but I want to allow you to use your intelligence modifier. So roll the d20 plus intelligence plus whatever you get for performance.
Okay. First medicine.
Or
I do have all
plus-
3.
Plus proficiency for performance if you don't have, if you have it. No?
I don't have any proficiency.
Yeah, so then you're essentially rolling an intelligence check after the medicine,
Okay, I'll do that.
which might
I
just
do
be
have
2
all-
intelligence checks.
No, medicine's wisdom.
Medicine, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so roll in medicine and then roll in intelligence.
I do have all 3 luck points. Let's just keep that in mind. Not gonna need it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay, no, you do not. Oh, wow. Okay. Percy, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Will do. Oh shit! I have to pull up Percy's page real quick. Hold on. Oh, feels weird going into old characters. Ugh.
Okay. Despite having been through this before, it brings up some bad memories. Hearing him, you don't look, but you hear him casting magics, and you can almost feel the heat against your back, not even touching you yet, as he is lighting up a dagger he has, and you start to sweat a little nervously, but you hold yourself as fast as you can to accept this, because this is what you want, this is what you need. Zelfer, you take the now white-hot blade in your hands. You can feel the heat, magic heat radiating off of it, and it's almost uncomfortable just to wield it. You bring it to his back and very carefully begin to carve into him. And as soon as it touches his skin, you can hear it singeing. And Percy, you grit your teeth and and it fucking hurts. But you sit there and take it for a bit. It takes as you're just trying to, get rid of the brand and do this vaguely, it only takes a couple of minutes. But Zelfer, I want you to roll 5d4.
Individual or just roll 5d4?
Just roll 5d4.
Okay, because this could be very
Yeah.
bitchin'.
Percy, you're going to take a grand total of 18 fire damage as he
Not
carves into your back.
That's all good. I was full health.
I
Yeah.
rolled really well in that one. I don't know if I wanted to.
Yeah, you rolled really well all the way across the board. Honestly, it would have been a lot more damage had your medicine check been worse. But
Good day for Zelfer.
Percy, you're not able to tell if he's doing well or what he's doing because you're so concentrated on the pain, and it fucking hurts. This is not like a simple brand where somebody takes a heated piece of metal and sticks it into your back. He is as carefully as he can carving specifically into you. And after a couple of minutes, blood pouring down your back. Well, actually, not so much because you're immediately cauterized. So your back is in literally searing pain, and you have to sit there and catch your breath. He finally removes the blade as it's starting to cool down. And Zelfer, you look at your work, and though what you were looking at before, you have basically taken the shield and turned it into the body of a toad, and it's a little awkward, and a toad kind of has like a weird longish tail, but it looks like a strange toad, and the staff is like its mouth reaching out to catch the wings, which are a large fly. It kind of vaguely looks like a toad trying to catch a fly. You actually, given you've never done this before, you're kind of proud of your work. It looks fucking painful, and you've taken and dealt a lot of pain, but even looking at it, you're like, ooh.
I mean, Zelfer's a torturer. He kind of goes,
Yeah, like looking
I've
at
done
it, you
stuff
can
like
be like, yeah, that's gotta hurt. Like
"You
that's
feeling okay, though, bud?"
He gets up and immediately uses action surge to heal 14.
okay. So
Or second wind, not action surge. Sorry.
yeah, I was like, that's not what that does, but okay. You see him stand up, and he kind of steels himself and flexes his muscles a bit, and you see the cauterized wounds kind of ripple a little bit. He takes a deep breath. You're despite the terrible pain, you feel a bit revitalized. having that off of your back, literally.
Let's Percy, do that again. I want to see it dance.
Nope.
Oh, if you move your back muscles up and down, I want to see it hop.
What did you draw?
A toad.
A bronze
Could
one.
have been worse.
Come here. Let's show 6.
This wasn't a pride funny thing, Zelfa.
I made a toad, and I want to show off my art skills.
Oh fuck. Okay.
6, Sam, come see a toad.
Did
That's
someone
someone-
say a
Toads all over the
toad?
place.
Come look at Percy's back.
I imagine they've kind of like
He
hid to
put a
the
toad on his
Oh,
back.
Here, let me
Yes.
do this.
With
Am
a
I,
knife, yeah.
Am I able to discern that it is in fact?
Yeah,
A
I
toad?
imagine they've kind of moved over here. If you can see my ping, they're kind of at the side of the building,
Roll an
carefully doing
intelligence
this.
check to know what a toad is.
Kind of out of sight of everybody. You
Yeah,
you guys all approach. Yeah, it is. If you're told it's a toad, you're like, oh yeah, I can see it. But otherwise, you kind of have to look at it for a bit and try to. It's kind of like an abstract, like take your own meaning out of it type of deal. But once you're told it's a toad,
Well-
you're like, oh yeah, that's a toad. Okay.
Imagine it as
Percy?
a Rorschach
Totally.
square.
You're a bronze toad forever now.
Better than whatever the hell was on it before.
Ever the artist.
I'm glad you see what I see.
I will
Probably-
take your word for it, Zelfer. Thank you.
I mean, I can probably find you a mirror.
Now,
But-
is that normal art or is that torture art?
There was consent.
I asked him to.
At this point, Olivia comes around the corner and is like, "What's going? Oh, gods! Are you?"
It's
I
a toad.
pointed,
Toad!
before Zelfer says anything, I hold my finger up to him and I point at her and I said, "What do you think it is?"
It's, some sort of blob attacking a smaller blob. Is that a frog? It's got like a big
Yep.
tongue.
Zelfer, you did decent.
I raise my arms to the sky. Woo! Alright, bye. Bye, everyone.
Zilfer, are we ready to go?
Yes, of course. Percival, don't have any children?
Okay. You
Maybe,
too.
Yeah, maybe take that advice for yourself.
Samael? You can tell he's trying to come up with parting words and he's not very good at it. Don't get old.
Too late. Been there, done that.
6?
Trying not to do it again.
Before when you say my name, before you get to say anything else, I wrap you in a bear hug and I say, "Don't forget to come back."
I hug him back. I go, I won't. And you don't forget to not jump off a building again.
Yeah, don't we got a sphinx to kill sometime
That's
soon?
a Tuesday.
And Bess, don't go slapping strangers. And I start to walk away.
I nod thoughtfully.
I'll
Zelfer,
see you
it's-
all when I see you.
it's been a
Let's
trip.
go home.
Zelfer, as you kind of turn to leave, Olivia looks to the party and says, clearly he's not very good at this. Thank you, all of you, for keeping him safe. I've lived my whole life without my brother now, and it's weird to have him back, and it's weird to have him back in this state, but I'm ready to have a family again. It hasn't been the same without him, and thank you for allowing that to happen.
Get him to stop being suicidal so you can keep him longer.
She kind of looks over herself and looks back to you. Is that something I need to worry about?
Maybe a little.
It's been really
Not so
great to
much
meet you.
now.
I
Right.
really hope you get to come back soon.
Yeah, the commander's actually making sure that he keeps full tabs on me. I'll be sending letters back relatively frequently to let him know where I am and what we're doing. He's allowing me to go back for family reasons, but apparently a lot went into this. He's
Well-
worried about having us leave, but
Wash your hands frequently. Don't touch your face.
as okay.
Zelfa's bad at a lot of things, but I don't know where to go with that.
But
Actually,
he's a hell
But
of an
being
artist.
a bronze
He's a good
toad
guy.
isn't one of them.
I think.
Well,
He's getting there.
We miss him already.
Thank you all again. Zelfer, the horse is ready. Let's go home.
Oh, don't be too slap happy, everyone. Bye-bye.
Right, with that, Zelfer and his sister take their leave. They hop on the horse.
There's a lot of sparkles as we ride off to the sunset.
And as he exits the gates just ahead of the caravan, you see sparkles emanating from the horse as he rides
Holden,
off into
real
the
quick.
sunrise, heading north.
Real quick, Holden.
Yes.
You know those Windows pop-ups?
Yeah.
Like down in the bottom corner of your screen?
Bottom
I just
corner.
got one that looked like your...
What?
This is obviously some spam email, but I'm fucking sending it to the group.
Interesting. Wait, you said it looks like my name? What?
Yeah, check group chat.
Oh, which group chat? I was in Discord.
Snapchat.
Okay.
I was also in Discord. My phone's dead, so...
I just like put Discord at the frontmost of all my screen.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's a spoof.
Ooh.
It's,
Netflix really wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
They need help
that-
summoning the dark one, man. You gonna say no to that?
I think I am. I think I am gonna say no.
They're like, come on, man. We need a few more ruins to summon Cthulhu. We've already got 3 plagues. Let's go.
Right.
Jesus.
As you guys are, as the caravan is heading out, and you guys are beckoned to come join the small trek north, back to the new home for everyone that calls Direwood home. The commander walks alongside the rest of the party. Is everybody going north back to the new base, or?
Sam is.
Oh, Percy
Yeah.
was following me.
Yeah, Percy is taking his leave.
Is Percy heading out as well?
Percy would also turn to the group and say, despite them on a horse and me not being as fast as 2 people on a horse, I'm following them. Hopefully the horse is heavy enough to leave prints, otherwise I'm fucked. So, it was an honest pleasure to ride with you guys for a little bit. I'm sorry I can't stay, but I refuse to be in the same vicinity as that man. He ruined my life for 15 years. Probably more if I'm counting the time in the military that he forced me to be in. But, it was great.
We're gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too. I know where you guys are going, so I'll be sure to stop in and visit. Eventually.
You best.
Till we see you again.
You best.
You too.
And she's best. So bye-bye.
I would hold my hand. I would hold my hand out to 6, and then actually go in for a hug instead.
I will hug you back. No hesitation.
Do you put
Little
your hands
hesitation.
on my back?
Do I what now? Oh, I would try to avoid that.
I flinch if you do.
yeah.
I go,
You,
"Ah."
you go for a hug and you flinch. You're like, oh, sorry. You pull your hands out a bit.
I just got a sick new tattoo. Sorry, it's healing. And then I would go around to each of the other ones, also give them a hug.
This don't make me cry. So sad.
Sam gives you a big hug and pat on the back.
Percy leans in really close to Bess, and he gives her a hug, and then as he pulls away in her ear, he goes, "Take care of 6, please."
I will.
All right. And with that, Percival also takes his leave. You
I
guys-
let Zelfer get about 100 feet out the door before I shoot him in the head.
Traitor! Right.
Here's my glow
Wind
chest.
is-
Use this one.
The wind is about 2 miles coming in from the north. All right. Adjust.
As the rest of you join the caravan heading north, the commander walks alongside you. He says to all of you, "You know, I did quite like that place. As auxiliaries, and Sam, as a member of the Cloaked Rangers,
Uh-huh.
I will say, so long as it doesn't become overrun with bandits or rats or whatever the hell else comes out of that city, You guys could use it. Just a thought. You don't need to. It's quite large for 2 or 3 people, but it's an option if you ever need a place to stay if it's empty. You have the key. As he literally locks up the gate behind you and tosses Six a key.
What happened to Percy's sword?
Which one?
Bess took it, and then
I gave it to his sister.
That's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, as she was as Zelfer and his sister were riding off, she she had a sword like in a scabbard, like awkwardly long for her. And just kind of bumping along as they rode.
Ew.
So,
Sam swallowed it.
just a thought if you ever need a place. Or if your group ever grows, or if you ever find a need to house many people. It's
Or
something.
a forwarded mail address.
Or a forward, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And Sam,
I take the key.
as
Yes.
a potential heir, what is your next move?
You get a close-up
As
of
you
my
guys are
face
walking
for a few
north.
minutes.
I understand you've had some consideration for your future. What will it be?
Honestly, I just want to go back to being a guard.
How about a lieutenant commander? You'd be second in command.
How about a guard? Fuck you.
I could use an experienced hand. You'd have to stay within
Experienced
the
I
base, of
am.
course. But if you wanted to also take regular shifts, that could be arranged.
I think I'd like that.
Very well. He extends his hand to you. Lieutenant Commander, it's an honor to have you on board.
Shake his. It's an honor to be here.
Samael, drop and give me 50. No, I'm kidding. Dude.
Actually,
I,
he's-
I believe I outrank you now. How about you drop and give me 100?
He outranks everyone
Oh.
but me now, so
I'm not going to.
if he orders you to drop him, give him 100, you have to give him 100. Well, also, you guys are in a special place. You're all auxiliaries at this, so I'll let you figure that much out.
Make it 25.
All right.
Final offer.
I give you a high five. Yeah.
Ah,
I say.
score!
Right.
Well,
How long would it take Six to do 25 push-ups?
Not long.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta say no. I don't know much, but I know Six can't do that.
So you guys, the three of you, make the trek, make the short walk over to the Shinebright Manor, where the Cloaked Rangers have made their new base of operations and a town hall. And you can see that in one night already, quite a bit has gotten done. As mentioned before, as many of the people that remain in Direwood practice a trade rather than farming or some other form of work or labor. People know how to get things done around here. People know how to build. People know how to survive. And there are already at least a dozen or so meager, slightly larger than shacks, places for people to sleep. And there are multiple fire pits and barrels. And there's already sort of a semblance of like it's kind of like a refugee village already, with some walls and fences already kind of outlining a border, and it's bustling. There are, of the 500 some people you brought here, most of them are already out doing work. Kids are out playing. Cloaked Rangers are guarding and assisting and supervising, and it is probably the most united these people have been in a very long time. And despite the situation, morale seems high. People are together. and it's good. So you guys have arrived at Shinebright, which is what the citizens seem to be calling it, as the old manor was called Shinebright Manor. Most of the people have taken to calling just this place the village of Shinebright. So
I like it.
Like a diamond.
is there anything essentially what everyone's preparing for is staying here. Rob says, "Put your cam on, Jesse, you coward." What everyone's preparing for is, living here, and also the Pretian caravan is due to arrive tomorrow. And people are preparing for a lot of trade. There's.
Oh, then check Discord when you have a second.
Okay. This is going to be an important run. There's going to be an important interaction with this caravan, letting them know that they're here. There's a lot of supplies to be traded, a lot to be got. That is essentially the next big event that'll happen tomorrow. The Preach and Trade caravan will be arriving. Is there anything else the three of you would like to accomplish throughout the day? You have all day, essentially.
General help where I can give it. I don't specifically have anything that I need or want to be doing at the moment.
Okay.
Is there a temple set up in Shinebright?
No, there does not appear to be any sort of area of worship just yet. If you wanted to begin that,
building one.
if you and Sam wanted to collaborate and maybe recruit some of the people, you could possibly
Yeah,
make that happen.
I'd be willing to do that.
Absolutely.
Psych, no one helps.
Okay. Why don't both of you make persuasion
Robin's
checks,
dead.
or one with advantage, up to you.
Persuasion checks?
Yes, this is to recruit people to help in this endeavor.
Should we do our own separate ones?
I'll just give you advantage. Sam's not very persuasive.
Okay, Bess isn't either, so I hope I roll good.
2 and 4.
Oh no!
As you two go around, a lot of people seem intimidated by the hulking man that Sam is, being led around by this tiny woman. They're kind of intimidated by this strange duo, and people going around like, "Hey, do you wanna help us build a shrine? Do you wanna help us build, most
We
people
can make a religion out of this.
give you excuses of, "Oh, I'm already working on this. Oh, I gotta go build this fence," or "I've been told to do this," etc. You're able to get a couple of people who are kind of not doing much to help with hauling things over, but as far as beginning to build or construct or just set up some sort of worship area, that is mostly up to you two now, for the time being.
They just got Jehovah witnessed.
Yeah. Are you two gonna spend your day doing that then?
Yes.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want it to be? What are you trying to make? What are you trying to do?
A temple?
Temple to corn.
Forehead.
Are you guys trying to get the outline going of an actual small temple building?
Sam would propose a building with multiple shrines for multiple different gods.
I
Kind of like the one that
agree.
we saw in Priests.
A
That's
general
very
worship
forward
hall?
thinking.
I agree with that. Let's do that.
Okay. Given it's just the two of you, and building supplies are a little limited, you can see that there are many stumps. As there are a lot of people here, Shinebright Manor, just the immediate vicinity, would certainly not house, 500 to 600 people. But some deforestation has begun. There's a wide circle. People of the perimeter of Shinebright Manor have begun chopping trees and gathering lumber, and it's slowly spreading. There's some lumber. You guys can start kind of making the outline, making plans, and getting the general idea going, kind of securing a space for it. But as you have no help throughout the day, most of your day is spent planning and kind of you get some lumber to create an outline. This space is reserved. This is what this is going to be. And it's a nice space, relatively close to the city center, the town hall, as Shinebright Manor is. That's how you spend your day. And 6 is elsewhere, helping with other fortifications and just getting people comfortable and getting people places to sleep, places to eat, etc. You guys spend the rest of your day building and preparing. And come nightfall, there is actually, it's still rather lively. Most people are quite tired, but there are people who have brought a couple of instruments, and a large bonfire is set up, and many people are gathered around to have their meal for the day, and be together and have kind of like a little bonfire party. It's pretty relaxed, as most people are quite exhausted from a very hard day's work. But there's some music, there is chatter, there's food. Meager, but food nonetheless. And it's honestly kind of a pleasant evening.
It sounds pleasant. Everyone together.
Yeah, it's a strange unifying situation. Everybody eventually, you guys, actually the commander brings you into the Shinebright Manor, Sam included. Why is this music got picked up real fast for some reason? I'm gonna turn that down. It's a strangely unifying situation. And the commander brings all 3 of you into the Shinebright Manor, which has been converted into sort of the entire, the center platform, the largest tree holding up a housing unit. The old dining room, living room, everything that used to be there has been converted into kind of offices, into sort of, you can see there's several places where, people will have their desks, and there's a little area for citizens to come in. There's town hall planning. There's a little planning area, and in a separate room, a smaller, there are desks and chairs and benches set up to be sort of a war room, sort of offices for those in command of the Cloaked Rangers. Whereas 6 and Bess, you both have a you don't have your own desks, but you have one large. It's kind of like 2 desks put together and nailed together, one large desk area for whatever you'd like.
Nice.
You have kind of have your own little corner for you two. And Sam, you have an area similar in size to theirs combined, being the new second in command. So you all kind of have your own little office space within this town hall. It's not much, and it's a big, it's a little cramped, but it's yours. And there are little sleeping areas, and basically everyone's sharing all the blankets, anything they have that can be used to sleep on or in, and it's not super comfortable. But you all find your rest. You take a long rest if you need it. Probably don't. But you awake the next morning to more bustle, more work, and people. It looks like people are gathering anything they can, anything they're willing to part with, to sell in this caravan. People are gathering to restock. And the Precian caravan should be arriving soon. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the morning?
Can you check your
Regardless-
snap then?
Yes, I can.
Regardless of that green top or if it's got a wood top, as soon as you place that crafting bench, there's a home.
Oh my god.
That's not true.
Thank you.
Oddly
You're
enough,
welcome.
there's a bit of sunlight today. It's still cloudy, but there's a little bit of sunlight today, which is different for Direwood. But is there anything you guys would like to do before the caravan arrives?
No, not specifically.
Sam would just still keep working on the
Railroad.
shrine.
Oh, long day.
6 and Bess, could you two make me perception checks, please?
Yes, sir.
Don't bite. I'm sorry I'm not petting you where you want me to.
Bite, bite, bite.
No, it's mean.
Bite him, chomp his fingies.
You are so mean.
He's in quarantine. What is he gonna do? Give you up?
I'll cough on you, Isaac.
That would be a really impressive distance.
Cough into an envelope and send it to your house.
Shit.
Bess, you're quite
Biological
occupied.
warfare.
You're quite occupied, Bess, but 6, you can't shake this feeling throughout the morning as you have meager breakfast, and you get a lot of, as you two are now known to be in a sort of command, you're getting a lot of questions about where to bring this, what to do. You're kind of, a lot of people come to you with questions, and most of them you're able to kind of answer, or at least direct them to somebody else. this whole time you can't shake this feeling like you're being watched. Like, just on the outskirts of the woods or hidden within Shine Bright, there's somebody specifically watching you and maybe Bess. It's just a feeling, but it's an itch. It's kind of bothering
I
you.
can't fight this feeling anymore.
You look around every now and then and you check. You don't see anyone that's, watching you or giving you this kind of feeling, but you have it nonetheless.
I would try to sort of consciously make an effort to stick maybe a little bit closer to walls where there's nothing behind me, and see if I could just over the course of some time, see if I could glance up and just note anyone in particular or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, so you spend the morning just being a little more cautious. You don't see anyone out of the ordinary. Nothing seems odd, but you can't shake this feeling.
Okay.
Doran, make a stealth check.
I will once my computer stops freezing.
Warm it up, dipshit.
You know, Isaac,
Yeah, forehead.
I've had it up to here with you.
I know.
Okay.
I was making
I
a
can duke
gesture.
it out with 2 new characters.
A couple hours go by. The morning continues. People seem to be ready for the caravan to arrive. And the commander sends a couple of people out to the outskirts of Old Main Gate Village to inform the caravan of where to actually go, where everyone is relocated. So the caravan will probably be here a little later than usual as they have to divert. But in the meantime, Six, at one point, someone does catch your eye. They're kind of just blending in, but you see them not really. Somebody seems to not know exactly what's going on. They're kind of blending in. They move through the crowds every now and then, but they seem to kind of hang out at the outskirts of the forest a lot, and they're not really doing anything. They're just kind of watching, and it's a little peculiar. They seem out of place slightly, not by much, but it's just enough that you notice it.
As surreptitiously as possible, I would try to get some other eyes on the person. Some of the other guards just asking, hey, just out of curiosity, does that guy seem like he's from around here? Anybody recognize him? Type of thing. And then I would also kind of pass along the note to maybe just keep I don't know, keep an eye.
Okay. You notify a few guards. A couple of them are like, I have no idea who that person is. I mean, and one of them's like, I feel like I've seen them around here before.
Okay.
They look familiar. Sorry, sir. I don't know. They seem. They don't.
Thank you for your info.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give it a little bit more time, and then maybe attempt to kind of slowly work my way in that direction, not being super obvious about it.
Okay. Sure. Why don't
Roll
you
an
make a
obvious
stealth check?
roll.
Okay.
And Doran, you can make a You can make a perception. This will not be against your passive. Okay. Doran, you can tell. You've been spotted by one of the people that you've taken an interest in. And though you're quite certain, given your skill set, you're blending into the crowd quite well. Nobody suspects anything of you. But this guy you've been watching, he's on to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gotten a little closer.
I let Bess know.
Mm-hmm.
I just, make sure she knows what's going on too. And I will try to continue to work my way closer, just very nonchalantly as I work on projects and talk to people. Just kind of move closer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to disappear into the crowd and get as close to them as possible while being sneaky.
Make a stealth.
She's dummy thick though, and we can hear the clapping of them cheeks.
Jesus, that's Clara, not Bess.
That's the alert system.
Doran, you spot Bess, one of the other people you've taken an interest in. She seems to be, hanging out with this other guy a lot. They seem to be in charge to some degree. Seems interesting. Seems fun. You see her, and she kind of vanishes into the crowd doing other work, and you're pretty sure she's not onto you. But this other guy.
Well, I would duck out of sight and get out of the more blending in clothes into more my fine robes.
Yep.
And dress.
Okay.
Hello. Oh.
And 6, at one point you notice he kind of moves away, and after a minute you completely lose track of him.
Okay.
Do I still have an eye on him?
Doran, would she?
I would be trying to be completely out of sight so I can change into more presentable attire than my blendy-in bullshit that I had on.
Yeah, Bess, you
Blend
Bess, you notice him leave the crowd. You notice him kind of go into the outskirts of the forest a bit, which isn't odd. A lot of people are working around in the outskirts of the forest, but he does separate, and then you lose track of him.
I'd reconnect with 6.
You lost him? Me too.
Yeah. Well, he went into the woods. Do you think he's burying bodies?
I didn't see him carrying any bodies, so I don't think he's burying any, but I could be wrong. Well, a couple of the guards seemed like they thought perhaps they'd seen him around, so
Maybe he's
just
traded here
a curious local.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it, and I'll let the guards know.
Sounds good.
When I do that guy that I was pointing out earlier, he's acting a little suspicious and seems like he may have disappeared off toward the woods. I'm not, super concerned or anything, but just keep an eye out.
You spread the word.
If you
All
see something, say nothing.
Say
and
something.
drink to forget.
And don't touch your face.
Hey, Jason.
Sorry, that's No. Oh.
And
Oh.
so, Doran, you're
How
now
do you-
dressed in finer robes.
Yes.
Okay.
Which would make
Every
me...
time you touch your face, Blake, you add 1 day of quarantine.
Ooh, I wouldn't like that.
Doran.
So I would stand out a lot more.
Okay. As you put on your fine robes, you see a perfect opportunity to blend back in. You see a caravan approaching, full of people in all kinds of dress and all manner of all walks of life. You
I duck towards them and make as many friends as possible.
using your skills, you kind of carefully blend into the caravan. You make your way in and start kind of idly chatting with people, getting the feel for what's going on. Starting to understand the situation a bit better, and immediately make a couple of friends, acquaintances rather. While that's happening, as the caravan is approaching, 6 and Bess, the commander approaches you guys and says, "You've been doing good work. I appreciate you helping out around here. The caravan should be arriving shortly, as well as hopefully 1 or 2 additional auxiliaries I've called in. We're going to need all the help we can get, and I'm willing to part with whatever I have to in order to get them. I don't expect them for at least another day or so, but they should shortly be arriving sometime within the next couple of days." And as he's explaining this, you see a cloud of mist start to sort of whoosh by, and nothing completely out. It's just strange how it's kind of, mist on its own.
I feel like a cloud of mist would kind of not be ordinary.
No, I mean, it's just mist, but it kind of
there's
whisks
the
by,
daily
and it's
mist.
very, concentrated and on its own. It's like, it catches your eye. Like, it's behind the commander, though. He doesn't notice. He's explaining to you what his plans are. And the cloud of mist stops behind the commander and starts to apparate and materialize into a humanoid shape.
Duck, I say, and I punch at it.
The
I'd
commander goes,
like to think someone in the crowd goes, the daily mist.
Okay. The commander, you say duck, and he goes, "What?" And he sees you raise a fist, and he ducks. And you punch through into some mist.
Okay.
Oh, you missed.
And then as it starts to materialize into a person, you get ready maybe for another swing. What do they see, Sting?
That was quite rude. The mist says, you just see the mist kind of concentrate together, and then it just
I
forms
missed.
a man.
I speak fluent nitrogen.
I just say that was rude.
Can I cast control water?
You're forgiven.
Commander, you called for me?
Is that mist? Can I control Mist is water, right?
Is no longer mist.
Oh.
Is now a person.
It
What
is now a
what
man.
does he look like?
He would be in his leather armor with. Hang on. Let me find my. Oops, that's Sam.
Do you want me to just describe your image?
Yeah.
Okay. Or actually, wait. I can do this, I believe. Right? No? Maybe not. Maybe I can't do that. Okay. You would see this man full in full. Oh, wait. That'll do actually.
I can't resize it though.
I can. You would see this man.
Oh God.
Full black leather armor and cloaks. Scattered daggers throughout his armor. Looks like a shifty fellow, essentially. I don't need to describe it much further. You can see it, but maybe the cloak isn't quite covered in blood like that. But
No,
but
it's just a cloak.
but he apparates
Those are
behind the
his
commander,
robes.
and the commander, as he ducked down, he gets back up. Sting, I didn't expect you so soon, and nor did I expect you to apparate behind me like that.
You must be the edgy assassin we ordered.
And the commander looks at you. The commander looks at you. Essentially.
I'm actually the edgy wizard, but yes.
Oh.
He's done a lot of
edgy
good work.
mercenary wizard.
He's fully capable of pretty much anything I ask of him. He always has been. Sting,
Was it?
that's what he goes by.
Yes, Sting.
I reach out my hand and I say, I also have one word as a name that starts with an S. 6.
Nice, S brothers.
I hate this game.
I shake his hand warmly. Any friend of the
I
commander's,
tentatively grab his hand, hoping that this time it's not going to fling at my face.
please. I do not fling at your face.
I hope
Shake
you
his
guys,
hand.
I'm glad to see this is going well. Trust him as much as I do, which is mostly, but kind of not.
I narrow my eyes at the sky.
After how long we've known each other.
Exactly. After how long we've known each other, I know to trust you as much as I can. And he smiles at you.
So I got your
And
your
how long has
letter.
that been?
What is it that you're needing help with? Why was your letter so
Urgent.
what's the word I'm looking
Sting,
for?
you sound
Urgent, yeah.
like your friend Sam. That's crazy.
No, your friend Sam sounds like
Sam is still here.
I'm Sam.
Oh, God.
I want Sam to say something to this
Well,
thing.
No.
you know,
No.
you know that one deal we made a while back? You really wanted that one blade as payment, and I wouldn't part with it. And you said you'd get it from me one day.
His eyebrows are arching up. Oh.
It's time. I need to part with it. I need you
This
helping me.
must be quite serious.
Well, you know the state of Direwood, I'm sure, as well as anyone else here. Maybe not
I
as well as
know
anyone
that
else here,
its
but
state is almost non-existent.
right. To bring you up to speed, the city is now not just full of bandits and horrific monsters, but an army and a half of intelligent rats, a cult, and who knows what
A
else.
lighthouse.
Apparently a lifelike lighthouse, sure. And, I need help. I'm calling in all the favors I can.
You can't see his expression behind his mask, but he looks pretty dumbfounded.
I wish
Might
I
be
was
able to
making all
gather
this
that
up.
just by how silent he is.
I'm guessing the commander, having dealt with you before, can guess. Yeah. I know the look behind that mask right now. Yes, it's all true, and yes, this is going to be a long-term job.
I think you lost me at lifelike lighthouse. What?
I was also lost at that. I've only recently been informed. Six, could you explain
Speaks,
more on that?
speaks. Yeah, common, apparently. I'm not sure what it says. We haven't been introduced.
The lighthouse speaks.
It's alive. That's what they said.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, I need all the help I can get. And if giving you that blade is what it takes. Fine. Actually, it's your entrance is rather opportune, as I was hoping I could insert you as an auxiliary along with my 2 other auxiliaries here, Six and Bess, or I should say, excuse me, I should say, Colonel Six and Lieutenant Colonel Bess.
You mean Bess?
Bess, yeah, just Bess. She likes to
I-
just go by Bess.
Bess, who is
I-
a lieutenant colonel.
Yes. Yes,
I don't
Bess.
suppose I could really pass up the opportunity to travel alongside people who know of a talking lighthouse.
I assure you, they're the most interesting people you'll meet for the next 8 years.
Six
Oh,
shrugs.
that-
8-year
that's-
mission? Fuck.
If you're assuring that, they have to be some really interesting people.
They
Tell us
really
about this
are.
sword.
With how much I travel.
Well, as you know, I have my own personal small armory, and there's a blade, a spear actually, that I've kept. I was actually going to trade it away, with to the caravan, but they like to gouge prices. They probably wouldn't have given me as much as it's worth. However, Sting in the past has shown great interest in the spear, and
What's so special about this spear?
well,
Does it have some sort of destiny?
not as far as I'm
Destiny
aware of,
spear.
unless it's destined to land in his hands.
Oh.
But it does have
It
some
stabs
strange.
people really well.
It stabs people really well, and if you throw it and stab them with it, it stabs them more.
Oh, we had a rock like that.
I've used it to mess up some internal organs several times.
Your own? I'm kidding.
No, but it's not something I'd like to part with. It's sort of use in case of emergency, but I think this is an emergency.
Well, color me interested.
And honestly, Sting is worth more than the spear.
What
And
color is that?
if he's willing to work with us long term in return for the spear, which is a rather rare artifact, I'm willing to part with it.
Which does remind me briefly before we move on, does anyone have 800 gold pieces I could borrow?
We have some. I couldn't give you 800.
Don't worry about it. No, that's okay. I have some boots on order at the next town over.
Bess would pull out her 2 silver and say, "Here you go."
I did plan on
I
giving
appreciate it, Bess.
all of the leadership roles. Everyone here will be, all the cloaked rangers. Everyone will be getting a stipend of sorts. As we're about to pour everything we have into setting up here and rebuilding.
Well, don't worry about me. It was just a chance question.
Well, you were asking about payment, and it got me to thinking. We've been holding on to some gold for some time. It's just sitting there. If there was ever a time to use it and give it to the cloaked rangers, give some to the citizens, pass it out, this is the time. This is what it's for. So
Like coronavirus checks?
it's not much, but it's something. I spent some time last night figuring out how to divvy it out by rank. So I will be giving some to Sam. I'll be giving some to
course.
Ravina and you and Bess and Reginald and all the cloaked rangers. And Sting, I will, as I start divvying that out, I will retrieve your spear for you. If you are willing, your role in this engagement will be essentially as an auxiliary placed into this squad here with Six and Bess and whoever else I can assemble with them. They've
If it
accomplished
means
more
that
here.
much to you.
It does. It really does. They've accomplished more here in the last few months than, well, as much as we had accomplished in the last 5 years here. They're some of the most capable people around, I assure you. You're in good hands. And you too, I assure you. With him with you, you have a lot less to worry about.
Well, that puts my mind at ease. Thank you.
Holden, by the way, 2 things.
Go ahead.
One, do you have the Shine Bright map that we could look at?
I do have the Shine Bright map, the Shine Bright Manor map, but it is not. I was going to update it and try to make it into an actual village.
Right.
But I could show you just the Shine Bright Manor itself.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I promise I'm
Yeah,
still
I'm
listening, okay?
interested. Also, look at your
Look at my what?
Twitch.
My Twitch.
Twitch.
Okay.
I promise
Noted.
I'm still listening.
No,
I'll be
it's all
right
good.
back.
I'm going to find yeah, I'll find the map so you guys can at least see the Shine Bright Manor. I've described it before, but let me see.
I've been saving those for a while.
Let's
Should we
see
take a
about
quick break?
this.
5-minute break?
If we want to, we can take a 5-minute break.
I could do a 5 actually. I gotta run over and see my mom real fast. So
Okay.
I will do that, and I will be right back.
We'll reconvene in 5. Cool. In the
I
meantime,
sent you a whisper, Mr. Holden.
cool. Okay, sounds like I have a few things to get to.
So I have an update on my job.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I
Job
could be
update.
getting paid for the rest of the
You don't
school
have
year without working.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's
Well, would charters ever open back up?
Oh no, I'm talking about full weeks of pay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
That's awesome.
starting next year everything's going back to normal, but for now everybody thinks it's going to go to online learning.
That's what
So
Winona's
far.
done.
So far, it is. Yeah.
So bus drivers are shit out of luck.
Oh
Mhm.
God, so many things are garbage at the moment.
Yeah. But the government is still paying the schools for like lunch ladies and shit. Bus drivers included. So they want to extend that for the entire rest of the school year. Which is like okay.
Ah, I found it. Okay, give me just a moment to clean it up, and it'll just be a basic map to show you guys.
I remember what the map looks like already, Holden.
Yeah, Blake, I got your whisper. I like it a lot. Also, side note, this is canon. This happens as you're starting to get that set up, and as you're like, blending into the caravan, a crow lands on your shoulder. Little
How
odd.
can it go? How can it go? Hello.
As
Busy,
Crow.
busy.
And then it flies off.
Kind of stunned. Well, and keep mixing my little, making my stuff.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, actually, this will do.
I'm going to mute myself and practice my voice for Doran just because I haven't perfected it.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. Just so everyone can see what I've described before, this is not, the furnishings are not exact. There's going to be lots of little buildings and shacks and things surrounding it, but this is just the original map for the Shine Bright Manor. This is what I was referring to with the trees sprouting up and holding these things up.
Sting would say, this place seems familiar. Have I maybe sold this place before?
But yeah, this is the map. Just for those who have not seen it yet.
Hungry.
Otherwise, hey, what's up?
Eat your quarantine snacks and shut up.
Yeah, we're on break for another few minutes.
Be right back.
We got pizza in the kitchen, but I'm too comfy on the couch. Yeah, apologies if you heard snoring for the first half of the session. My dad decided to take a nap in the chair. And he snores really loudly.
We could try and file jointly for it, but I don't know if we'd have to be married technically. We could see. What increase for okay. Okay, yeah,
Well, even if we were filing jointly, what would we be at? Like 39, 40?
yeah. I don't know about that last bit about the income tax liability. But yeah, it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, I gotta have Holden explain this to me.
Yeah, I guess that last part may or may not pertain to us. I don't know, but we'll find out whenever they come up with how you're supposed to file for it. I guess we'll find out, and it sounds like it might be beneficial for us to just file jointly.
Oh, are you talking about unemployment?
No, the bill being passed to send immediate aid to everyone for coronavirus.
Ah.
We're looking into the actual prices or the actual check amounts that are being tossed out there, and apparently if we file jointly, I mean it's the same amount. Like if we file jointly, two of us, 2,400, or if we file separately, it's 6 to 1,200.
Hello?
Hi.
No.
I'm gonna have.
That sounds like
I
that's
will be eating not quite warmed back up mac and cheese.
Nice.
Cool. Since we got 2 more minutes, I'm gonna go pee and grab a snack. I'll be right back.
Yep, it is not quite warm. Hence the name. Not quite warmed up mac and cheese. And Isaac, you said you're getting paid for the old route, not the new one.
No, sadly, they're doing expected work and not, past weeks.
Okay.
So, I'll be making about $850 a paycheck.
I'm hoping, A, I can go back to work on the 30th, and B, I get some unemployment from the week the weeks I'm not getting paid for.
Yeah. I can't file for unemployment because I'm a bus driver. I might have work over the summer, so therefore.
I have, so was Brandon and Maddie. How you doing, Jesse?
You know, just same old. It's fucking hot as fuck.
Where?
I'm hype as fuck to get my car tomorrow.
I'm hyped to play Animal Crossing.
I don't have any other games that I'm like itching to play that are coming out. I bought Jacob GTA 5 so I could play GTA 5. It's on sale for like $30.
That game is always on sale.
No, it's not. I haven't seen it on sale once since I bought it. The weekend after I bought it, actually, it went on sale. Have you tried that new Afterbirth Plus mod?
Afterbirth?
Ipecac?
Yeah,
Yes, I have it on my laptop.
it's a Binding of Isaac mod.
Oh,
It's
not.
really fun. I don't know what Hutz's problem was though, because I didn't put on any extra mod, and I found the stuff immediately. Oh, like his didn't load properly.
Yeah,
I know, I'm petting you. That one was to Chris, not my cat. Kidding. Everybody's a critic. I'm gonna try my best to make Doran sound like Seinfeld.
fuck you.
So, what's the deal with airplane food?
It's
There's a
airline
lot
food.
of deal with
Airplane food.
Dude, not the most sober today.
When I do my my stand up this summer, I'm gonna go to an amateur comedy night, and my opening joke is gonna be, I just flew in from California, and boy, what is the deal with airline food anyway?
Why would you start anything off with that, Jason?
Because I'm co-opting 2 jokes, and they're not funny, and that's that's why you do stuff like that.
Yeah, you dumb bitch. You stupid fuck.
Jason, my parents were like, "Why would you want to move to Seattle?" My mom looks at me and goes, "Isn't that the state and city with like the most suicides?"
Maybe.
And I
I mean,
went,
I guess I would
"Mom,
have assumed like New England, but no, I don't know.
I think it is Seattle because of all the rain. It makes people they associate emotions with weather, and then they get really sad all the time."
We
Seasonal
we
depression, maybe.
there was a bridge that was a pretty popular spot for a long time, but there isn't really a hot spot in Seattle anymore.
I just hate the way that you have to say there was a bridge that was a pretty good spot for it.
No. It was a hot spot, as in a
Yeah,
lot of people.
I know, it's just the phrase using the word hotspot for something like that makes me a little uncomfortable.
I wasn't giving it a ranking. I was simply saying it was
5 out of 5 for suicide
frequently
bridges.
used.
My mom said that, and I went, dude,
Potatoes.
if we are going out to Seattle to live, we'll be like, we'll be fine. But we'll see.
You'll make sure not to commit suicide.
Yeah, she wants to visit Portland first. I'm pretty set on Seattle though. I think
That's a
it's
good
a
call.
fucking gorgeous city.
I got
Portland's
really
nice.
confused just
Why?
now
Are you okay?
because no, I'm fine. So I have
Okay.
Holden's stream muted, just up in the background.
Just to give them views, you kind of need them.
Yeah, but
Is he back?
but for whatever reason, I was clicked onto Holden's stream, and then Jason was talking, and I was looking at Jason's fucking picture, and his mouth wasn't moving, but he was talking. I was like, "What's going on?" And his mouth started moving later. I was like, "What? What are these audio desync issues?" I noticed I
is
was
this
on
black
Holden's
magic?
stream.
That's hilarious. Okay, we're all back.
Nice.
I am back right here, sitting right here.
All right, let us
I should
continue.
be back any second.
For everyone who can't see,
Oh, I'm here.
for anyone who can't see, that is the Shine Bright. That is the original Shine Bright Manor map. It's gonna be re-outfitted. It's gonna be. I'm working on a whole new custom map. I'm building. It's a big ass fucking map for the whole village. I'm working on. But just so you can see like what it originally was, this is the Shine Bright Manor. But I'm working on something for the whole village.
Just vaguely familiar about.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Where's my room?
Just so everything's clear.
Here.
So this, well, actually, what I was thinking. So this kind of area here is going to be the quote unquote town hall, the town hall area, for citizens to come in, any questions, and for planning and all that. This over here is going to be sort of a war room. This is where the cloaked rangers, military leaders are going to have their little desk spaces. This honestly I haven't decided yet. But yeah, that just so you know, like when I was describing Best and Six's desks, they will be in here. And the town hall-ish area will be through here. So you have to walk through the town hall-ish area to get to that. But the entrance is here. This staircase down here I'm pinging. You have to walk up that to this tree-raised platform, and then walk up this staircase to get into the little town hall area. Just so you guys have a slightly better picture of like where you actually are. One other note. This much of the forests surrounding Direwood are quite dead due to the hysterium haze. But there are sporadic. There's kind of like struggling life here. Like a lot of the trees have leaves, but they're thin. They're they're not doing too hot, but they're alive. Just so you have an idea of the atmosphere.
Like leaves.
Yeah, exactly. Shut up. So back to we were Sting was discussing. The commander was about to go grab all the stipends and Sting's spear. You guys have a minute alone with Sting if you wanted to talk to him while the commander's gone.
My beer?
Your spear.
I know we just took a break, but I realized just now that that was the last tissue in my box, so I have to go get another box of Kleenex before my nose keeps dripping like a faucet. I'll be right back.
That's all right. You're good. You won't be in for a
I
moment.
hope that was
anyway.
enough imagery for you.
Thanks. So, unless there's anything you guys want to talk about while the commander's gone, you can just stand awkwardly. I don't know.
So,
Oh, were you the one who was watching us earlier?
The one doing what?
The one watching us?
No.
Oh, okay.
there was someone watching us earlier. You just so you know.
If I was watching you, you probably wouldn't.
You're a bronze toad now, so you got a target on your
God.
back.
I'm a what?
A bronze
You heard me.
toad.
I look down at myself. I feel like a man.
You're not.
You don't look like
I've
one.
seen you.
Oh
I'm
my.
kidding. I'm
Damn,
kidding.
double burn. Jesse's gonna leave again. He's gonna
Alright.
start crying. He's gonna.
When do I get to stab Blake? Blake, you came here and you left, and I didn't get to fucking stab you once.
Yeah, I know. I was getting engaged.
In a
Why
bar.
didn't you invite me to your engagement party so I could stab you?
Well, you
How
showing
rude
up
are you?
might have ruined the surprise. It was very
Wait,
planned out.
while you guys were in Seattle, did you see Jesse? No, he's in quarantine. Never mind.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I only just got in quarantine, like yesterday.
Well, I just,
Wait,
We didn't
So
make
you-
it down.
You could have seen Jesse, but you didn't. Wow.
could I
Wow.
have?
Wow. Jesse's
Well,
like
A,
I'm not sure we could have.
He's just outside Seattle.
He's
didn't
like an hour and a half
surprise.
south.
Hour and a half.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, it's a bit of a
drive.
drive,
and
especially in
I
Seattle,
wasn't
that's
about
more
to
like
make
5 hours.
Jason drive me like that.
Well, I wanted to, but I had nurses come. Like my plan for the day you guys came in was just basically to pick you up at the airport and just go do shit most of the day. But I had 2 nurses call in because they had called out earlier from Corona shit. So I had to get people in. So I basically
Yeah.
had to
For
drive
several
south,
reasons.
take them to the airport, come back north, drive back south. I ended up picked you guys up, came north, and then drove you back south at like 10 p.m.
God,
And my
yeah.
car battery died, and I sat there. Yeah.
For several reasons, it sounds like it was just really bad timing.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Shitty
What kind of car do you drive?
Sorry, Josie.
you guys
Sorry, Josie.
staying in 6 and Best we're talking?
So,
Jason, what do you drive?
where'd you get that? I drive a Nissan Leaf and a Honda CRV.
Oof.
Clara loves CRVs.
I also like.
But,
these.
so where'd you get the name?
The name? Oh, it's just
Yeah.
I like to poke people. It just stuck.
With what?
And they said it stinks, so
Oh, you named yourself.
I hate
no,
you so much.
it was a name that was given to me after many years of adventuring.
Why didn't they call you Pokey?
I don't know,
We'll try not to do that. No promises.
but Sting stuck, and I use it more so to protect my identity.
And what is your
'Cause,
identity?
the commander is right. I do some shifty things.
What do you do?
You can't go in there.
Almost anything for gold.
Gross.
Ah, he's like a fellow
Gross.
I met once that went by the name of Gordon. No.
That's a reference only a couple people here will get.
All right. Well, welcome aboard.
Yeah, at this point, the commander approaches from behind. Yeah, he's right. Just about anything for gold. So,
I repeat, gross.
well, anything, right, Sting? He gives you kind
No,
of like
that's
smirk.
where that's where the almost anything
Ah,
comes into play.
Yeah, but what about that one time?
There was no one time.
All right. Well,
You knew about that?
the corona checks are being passed around. The small stipends are being passed around. I brought your payments here specifically. Sting for you, and he hands you like an actual. It's a long like 5 foot long wooden case. He carefully hands it to you.
that's never mind.
Oh.
I promise.
Wait, how
it's the
tall
real
is
thing.
Sting?
Isn't Sting like 6 feet?
He's 5'9".
5'9". Oh.
He would immediately find a table to set the case down.
There we go. That's better. Right. Yeah. So you set it down. Do you open it?
Very carefully.
Very carefully open it. You click open 2 latches. You open it up. It is the real deal. It is the spear that you saw many years ago that you wanted. Or at least it appears to be. And as you're checking that out, the commander approaches Bess and 60. He approaches you too. He says, "We've pretty much drained the treasury to pass out some gold for everyone to get everyone back on their feet now that we're here. But so here it is." And he hands Bess. You are handed a pouch with 80 gold,
Oh wow.
and
Thank you.
6, you are handed a pouch with 100.
I hand it back, and I say, my request for fundage earlier was ill-placed, and I believe this money would likely do more good in the hands of the rest of the town for now.
Bess is gonna take 2 gold from out of her pouch and then hand it back.
Right. Well, to be honest, well, that's a great thought. Everything's already been...
Okay, I take the bag.
He goes, "Oh, well, all right, that didn't take much convincing.
Well, if you don't need it, then...
I assure you, I have passed out as evenly and as well, not as evenly. Obviously, those in leadership around here are getting a bit more, but each family has received at least, depending on their size and their needs, anywhere between 10 to 20 gold. Everybody has been given a decent sum. Everybody should be able to get well back on their feet.
Excellent.
We
With
passed
the
out everything
Caravan
we
coming
have.
through. It should be a good moment for commerce.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to stimulate. So you could
Fun.
even call it a stimulus package. So
It sounds like you stimulated Sting's package a little earlier.
some years ago.
Okay.
Never happened.
He's smirking at you. It's odd. You guys are used to a very stoic commander, but he seems to be in high spirits right now.
Yeah, he likes this guy. Too much.
I concur.
Six, like, I'm not the favorite anymore.
I
So,
don't know how to deal.
if I was
Alright.
you guys, I would get ready for the caravan to arrive. Think of anything you need to pick up, any supplies, anything you'd like to trade. It should be here any minute now. I've received word from one of my forward scouts that they have directed them here, and they should be passing by on the path. It'll be a bit makeshift, but they'll probably set up along the route, and there'll just be a long line of postings, and it should be interesting.
Like
So-
a craft sale.
Fabulous.
All right. So, as
I'm
promised,
sure there'll be crafts.
about 15 minutes pass, and the caravan does arrive. It is a large. It is as large as you remember last time. Were all of you here for the last caravan?
Clara was not.
Okay.
6 was.
I'll just go ahead. So it is essentially the path that kind of runs by. You have to walk out 5 or 10 minutes down a dirt path to get to the larger regular path that's like 10 feet wide. That runs to Ustaria and eventually branches off to Priest. As you make it there, there are already tents and stalls lining probably almost a quarter mile because the space is so thin. Almost a quarter mile of just stalls and tents and vendors of all shapes and sizes. Small stalls with some very with like sculptures, large stalls with animals and food and building supplies, tools, everything, almost anything you could think of that in the mundane, as far as mundane items and supplies go, is here. And that's quite clear even in the early onset as people are still setting up. A lot of the larger tents are still getting set up. But there is one stall that seems to have gotten a nice spot right at the end of the path. So it's like one of the first stalls you see. It's small. It's literally it's a dude with like a bench almost. It's quite small, but the little makeshift sign that they have is rather interesting. It advertises immortality potions or potions of immortality. And there's a Dorn. Would you like to describe the person they see vending?
Ooh, I was
Standing-
afraid that immortality potions might not have been potions of immortality.
Standing up there, about 6'3", is a man wearing very fine robes. They're steel gray with red thread that decorates the breast of it. You can tell he's wearing platform shoes that go up to his calf, like the length of them go up to his calf. But he's a few inches taller than he probably should be. He's got a purple and dark blue colored scarf. He has shoulder-length black hair, green eyes, and he has rings on his left. A lot of rings on both his hands. Two piercings in his left ear and one in his right, and a little bit of a scar on the left side of his chin.
He's a pimp.
Okay.
So immediately trade is bustling. All 500 some people from the village, or maybe not all, but many, at least every family has sent out at least one or two people to trade their cloaked rangers. Everyone is here. Everyone is gathering supplies, trading what valuables they have for other things. It is a bustle. It is a sprawling quarter-mile long thin market full of people, full of trade and chatter, lots of talk. It's very, very busy. What do you guys do?
Well, Sting, is this your first caravan?
Did.
Saying you've been through these
Well,
caravans plenty
yeah.
of times.
Not.
And this is a regular caravan, too. Like, the preaching caravan makes its rounds all the time.
Would Bess have been to a caravan as a person?
I'd say, yeah. Maybe when you were very young, you vaguely recall a caravan. Yeah, the preaching caravan coming through. This was a thing that happened before Direwood went to shit.
Cool. Thank you.
It wouldn't be my first, or it's not my first, but I always enjoy just seeing what everyone has to offer. It's always new.
You're probably more used to them than I am. I feel like an Englishman in New York here. It's a strange scenario.
I don't know what
Let's,
either of those are.
Ah, yes. Sorry. Well,
Rick, is
Let
that
us-
you?
no. Maybe we can peruse the caravan, find some rare desert rose, and walk off with the treasure, shall we?
I love it. Let's do this.
All right. Let's peruse the fields of gold.
Sure. Doran, are you calling out potions?
Immortality at your hands. Come on, step up, step one, step off.
It is one of the first stones you guys passed
Immortality.
by.
What's
Yeah.
step 2?
Well, Sting, don't make me wait. I motion.
Wait, okay, that's too funny. Can we
a
say
brand new
Alistair's
day.
nearby? Because he's in the caravan. Can we say he hears that and goes, what's step 2?
Yes.
Somebody calls out, what's step 2? And who do they see saying that?
If you want to throw the rough sketch in the group chat.
Oh,
Or in the-
yes. Yeah.
I'm actually waiting on his final commission.
I need to
The-
pay Charlie to draw Doran.
The guy I'm getting commissioned
Do
to,
it.
the guy who I'm commissioning to draw him, his apartment building is actually under lockdown, and they cut the power last night. So
Yikes.
They cut the power.
What?
yeah,
Can I do that right now? I thought that
I
was
mean it's Indonesia, so I'm not.
Ah,
Yeah,
I was like, in the U.S., that would be a fucking headline right now.
yeah.
Indonesia, there's no headlines.
Oh, all right, Alistair. Alistair.
Alistair.
Yep, I'm getting the image right now
Jeez,
for you
hold on,
Oh,
I'll
guys.
pay you for one fucking
There's
thing.
sure.
Spent 7 days here.
Honestly, I'm growing old.
years for this image. I am now old. Here you are.
But it is now a brand new day. Oh, look at that.
He is
There's
a
another
pop star.
pimp.
Who does he look like?
Me.
There's just a pair
Um,
of pimps.
I
Who
think
is
you're
that?
looking for Ziggy Stardust.
This is not his actual character, but this is like it sounds like Isaac sent it to me as like a close a rough idea.
That is the rough draft of what he's gonna look like.
Oh, is that the actual?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, never
Is
mind.
he designed off of someone else? Different character?
Maybe.
Oh wait, I
Who?
remember now. Didn't you tell me this?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Blacklist?
No.
I've given him the same suit that the main character wears.
Ooh.
He
I
looks
like it.
really
Yeah.
familiar. I'll-
Look up
Okay.
James Spader Blacklist.
Well, this is a brand new day.
Wait, James Spader.
Oh, I see.
Wait.
Okay. Yep.
If I ever lose my faith in you, Sting, I'm
Dude looks
go
like
with
he
this guy
belongs
over
on
here,
the
it
Penn
looks
and
like.
Teller show. Let me tell you.
What was that?
What is this? A fucking
Oh, I
roast?
said if I ever lose my faith in you, I'll get Alistair over there. I think he's. Has no one noticed I've dropped like 16 Sting songs in the last 3 minutes? I guess I've just dated myself.
Yeah, you have.
Jason, I don't want to hurt your feelings right now, but
Yeah, no, it's alright.
See, here's
didn't
the
know the
problem.
shit.
Here's the problem with Jason's jokes. One, he's a bit older than us. Just older enough that like he makes references that we don't understand. Just older enough. Like if he was like 2
Jason.
years younger, it wouldn't happen. But he's just older enough. And Jason says so much wacky shit that half the time you don't know if it's a Jason thing or a joke. Like it is difficult.
Keep him
It's
guessing.
worse in person.
Jason,
10 times worse. Where we'll be
Yeah,
talking,
yeah, it is.
and then he just says something, and then me and Chris don't respond. And he goes, "Yep."
Yeah, exactly.
Jason, it gets worse. I didn't even know Sting was a band.
Wait, seriously?
Well, he's He's the dude. Sting and the police. They were pretty popular.
Okay, I know the
back in day,
police.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I know that. I didn't put two and two together. Okay, that's a little bit better now.
I know of Sting and I know some police, but I do not know Sting songs. Like you're dating
He
yourself
was
a
like,
little
"Oh, you
bit,
guys
buddy.
don't know the songs," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't even fucking know the artist."
We might as well be walking on the moon, you know?
Right. So all of you.
Stop it!
Okay, sorry.
I knew that one was there. I don't know the song. I just guessed.
So he is-
Jason's like a 30-year-old dude in like an 18-year-old mind.
He's
Jason was
only,
born 10 years too early.
he's only like
Sure.
like 7 to 9 years older than any of us, but it's just enough. It's just enough. That's hilarious. Okay,
Okay.
moving on.
He's
Sorry
a
about
Kalistar male. And you notice right away his hair kind of flows behind him like there's wind, but there really isn't. And the more
you look like that picture is like the one guy from Full Metal with the white suit.
Kimberly.
Oh, Kimberly.
Yeah, that's
He-
who it
I
is.
oh
didn't
my
even-
god.
I
Okay.
kinda
Kind
like
of.
that, actually.
Yo.
Yeah, no, that is
How do
not
you
what I was
spell
going
that?
for. but
Kimberly
I
would
like
be an
that.
awesome D&D character. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to yell that while I had it. in my
No,
brain.
actually, I appreciate that. 'cause
That's
that
really good.
Makes up for the this
Yeah,
guy
that-
on the
yeah.
fucking Penn and Teller show. I said that could lick my toes.
Anyway, I sure can.
Yeah, you can. His hair isn't. The closer you look, it's not really hair as much as just kind of flowy wisps of silver. And he has a very light suit on that complements his hair color. He's got a
I-
nice elderwood cane with a very obvious red gem inset into the very front of it, where he's kind of standing.
So it's literally Kimberly.
It's kind of
Please.
Kimberly.
Now I have to run with it. Shit.
It's not a bad
yes,
thing. That's kind of awesome.
I based it off Kimberly.
Yeah.
Who's
Isaac-
James Spader.
Isaac's character is just anime.
It's
I'm
not what I
sorry,
was
Isaac.
going for, god damn it.
I'm sorry.
I glance between Sting and Alistair, and I say, well, our costuming is improving. One of our last guys didn't even wear a shirt.
Yeah, I believe Six and Best are still dressed relatively well from their trip to Priest.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
did we never change?
Kinda.
Did you guys
Yeah.
change?
I
Wouldn't
thought
our
we did
clothes
before the move, but
be like
if possible, I
if-
would like to do that.
If
Very
you've already
dirty.
changed, that's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, his clothes are very fine. Like, he's not like one of the people that just are begging on the side of the road sometimes.
Right. So,
He's like,
Well,
wow.
good sir. I believe we're all just about to become immortal. Would you care to join?
With an offer like that, I can't really refuse, can I?
I motion to the tent.
It is not a tent.
it is like
Oh,
it is a
I
bench
motioned to this man.
barely.
Yeah. You can almost, glancing at it, it looks like it was built within the past 20 minutes.
It is literally like he grabbed some lumber and like a couple of nails and went, ah, there.
But very, like, well done. Like, you can tell exactly what it's meant to be.
That looks
Is
like
it
a bench.
magically-
Delicious.
And
Shit.
there are at this stand there are a bunch of vials or bottles with blue liquid in them.
The first thing you'll notice about the bottles is none of them are identical. None of them look the same. Like, they were just bottles someone grabbed and filled with this liquid. They are
Now,
not
is
identical
this-
in any manner.
So
Different
let's try it out.
the liquid is identical, but the bottles are different.
Some of them would actually be darker blue than others.
Alistair would get up from the booth he was sitting in and kind of put his hand on the shoulder and tell Margaret I say hi. And he kind of pats him on the shoulder and walks off. To the other guy in the booth.
Yeah,
the
yep,
actual
yep.
owner. He isn't. Alistair doesn't own a booth. He's just kind of
Right. The owner goes. Yeah, the owner bids you farewell warmly.
Ah, Margaret.
Make my way over. Not using the cane. I would just be holding it
Okay. So
How are you holding it?
in my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, you fucked.
Humor.
Sir?
Yes.
Is this southern border immortality or more from the northern regions? I'd like to know where you got your supply.
What's your name, Sonny? No, I in no way. I look about 24, 25.
24, 25. Okay. All right. My
Do you
name.
not- do not believe that I can make you immortal.
I don't.
No, I was.
You don't. Now look at me. It's more. It's not exactly immortality. It's more youth. I can make you younger.
How much younger? And
You
for
wanna
what
keep-
price?
Care to witness? And I'll grab one of them and shake it, and then
I see.
open it and whisper some nonsensical. There's no magic being done. Just words at this bottle.
I grab it and I drink it.
Yep. Here we go.
You immediately it has no taste, but whatever, like it has like a salty, like whatever the blue was is separated a little bit, and like it's like drinking water, like, but there's like salty kind of like granules inside it, and it's not pleasant.
How do I look?
And I kind of blink at him. I go, I didn't finish. And I'll grab one, do the same thing, and drink it myself. And then, using my racial ability, I will make myself appear 19.
Okay.
Instantly.
Yep. Yeah, and all of a sudden he looks younger.
I turn to Sting and I say, "Laugh lines? What are we looking at?"
You look the same. It looks like
6.
fancy magic.
You look perfect.
Do you doubt my
Oh.
ability, sir?
Thank you, Bess.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
As
perhaps
you
doubt
can
my
see,
own ability.
I'm younger.
Yeah. But
Wait,
I believe
how old are you?
I believe at this age, kind of flex my arms a little bit. Look, kind of move my robes and kind of pat myself. I'd say 19 in 2 months.
You,
No, I
you
mean,
may,
like,
you
how
may
old are
look
you?
younger. And then I use. And let me find it. I use alter self to make myself look like him. Feel like I believe I know this one already.
What are the components for that? Because I used none. If you have to do anything with your spell, it would look completely different from what I did.
I believe Alter Self has verbal and somatic components, so you'd have to utter some arcane words and make some arcane gestures, and then but you did not see him do when he looked younger.
You mean the nonsensical fucking shit that he whispered into his bottle?
That was no spell was done with that.
Magic is recognizable, typically via a lot of powerful magics have like an octarine glow to them. Like when you cast a fireball, like the fire shoots out of your hand and your hand glows like a slight octarine. You can see it. You can see when magic happens. There was none.
I don't believe in the slightest that potion made you younger.
Drink another one. Make yourself older.
Okay.
I now look like him, by the way.
I pick up my bottle. This time I'll be like, I have to change its color. It's part of the cell.
Make it pink.
I
Wait,
will
wait.
use-
Me now. I didn't get a turn.
To what?
Mine didn't work.
You must have not done it right.
Can he have a refund?
At this
I'm
point,
gonna
I'll
need
look-
my money back.
At this point, you didn't pay me. I'm gonna look around very frantically though, like I'm like looking like someone's hunting me. Come here,
Uh-huh.
you found me out, and I will produce my
Yes?
paperwork that says who I am. I am a noble from Wakefield. I was sent here to gather intel. I have this, and I'll show an emblem that would match the envelope, as showing me to be nobility.
Nobility.
Nobility, yep.
Nobility.
Yes, that is the word I'm looking for, but I'm sticking with it.
I see. Is it possible to do like a
You may make
what
an
am I
insight check.
doing? An insight check.
See if you buy this.
Okay.
And Doran,
Does it
Oh,
look
it's not
official?
fancy.
can you make either a persuasion or a deception? Whisper it to me.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll it individually.
Insight. Insight.
'Cause I know someone else who doesn't believe a fucking word.
And as this is happening as well, the commander kind of passes by and sees Alistair. Gives you a nod.
Huh.
Making your rounds again, I see. Making your rounds again, I see.
So, Alistair,
Hold on.
have you ever been immortal?
I have to remember how to roll indiscreetly.
Yeah.
Hi.
If you, it's
heard
slash
Slash GM roll.
yes, and then just the roll.
Does that work?
Okay. You look it over, Six, and while this is all suspicious as fuck, I didn't hear Isaac until I just said hello. It all looks, it's fishy as fuck, but the documentation, like everything lines up. It seems legit.
Commander, I say as he passes by and nods to Alistair.
Good to see you again, Six.
We have an emissary, sir?
I kind of stand up and straighten my robes. The name's Doran. Doran Lorenzo Helixen III.
This paperwork seems to be legitimate from a very real place. I hand it over just to
I'm a
see what
noble
he
from
has to say
Wakefield.
about it.
He takes it, not looking at it. He looks to Doran. An emissary.
I'm a noble. I wouldn't say emissary.
What are you doing here?
Wandering, and I figured I'd check in, see if Wakefield I might be able to convince some higher ups to send more aid.
Wakefield.
My Discord
know.
fired shit out. but I'm
Remind
back
me
now.
where that is.
It'd be to the west.
To the west. How far?
Wild's journey. I would know the exact distance, but I don't know.
Okay. He looks down at it. Seems in order. But your nobility from Wakefield just here?
I kind of look around. I'd rather do this meeting in private, if you don't mind.
A meeting about what?
Step into my office, I say, motioning to the tower.
I nod and start following.
Right. Alistair, actually, your
I
presence is
wouldn't
rather
drink those.
opportune. Would you like to join us?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
It's been a while. How you doing? And he starts trying to kind of like catching up with you as you guys walk over to the Shinebright Manor. Okay.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna skip into the mention. My bad.
Oh, no, yeah, no, I'm just saying that's what's happening. You and the commander
Okay.
catch up a little bit. You've met a few times, yeah.
Do we have chairs in our office yet? Enough chairs for everyone?
Remind me, Isaac, you have met we did mention you have met the commander a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I've worked a little bit for him.
Yeah, you're good acquaintances, so he recognizes you, and you guys are catching up as all of you are heading back to the Shinebright Manor. You do not have enough chairs for everyone, but
That's
It's going to be an issue.
you're all able to kind
the
of.
commander in the ribs if she can, and
So-
say, "This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we need chairs."
What you guys are like
Shake her
walking
head
there.
disapprovingly.
What?
Oh no! Once we get there, that's what
Oh,
you do.
okay.
I'm sorry.
So as you guys walk in, the commander and Alistair are talking. You elbow. He goes, "What? We'll get chairs. We can build chairs. That's not exactly on the top of my priority list right now."
It's on my priorities, man.
Well,
Come
then you
on.
can head the efforts to build more chairs.
Is there a
Really?
desk?
Yes, sure. That is your duty now, as lieutenant, as you, as Bess.
I turn around and walk away.
Is there a desk in here?
There are desks and some chairs.
Doran will sit on a desk and kind of cross his legs very very one over the other, very high up.
No, Alistair, apparently I have some business to do with nobility, emissary, wanderer here, but I actually have been meaning to talk to you. I'm glad
We
you came
can catch
by.
up later.
I suppose so.
Do what you need to do. I'll be around the marketplace.
Right, I'll see you there. He looks back-
Another friend for us? I ask the commander.
That's my hope. He's about as trustworthy as Sting, I'll put it that way.
I see.
No one's trustworthy anymore.
Which is to say, you can trust them, but be on your guard.
Alistair, as he walks out, goes, "Ouch!"
Am I wrong?
No.
Good to see you.
He
I'll
sounds
see
so
you again
defeated.
shortly.
No.
Now, Mr. Emissary, Ambassador, Nobility, Wanderer, sir, what exactly
Embassary.
do you
The
need to
names-
speak with me about?
Doran, Loren, Celio, Helix, and the third.
Doran Lazen...
I don't like it when people mess up my name.
One more time. Run it by
Like
me
how
one
you-
more time.
Doran,
Doran, Lorenz, Celio,
Celio, Helic,
Helic,
Sen,
Sen,
the third.
the third. Doric,
Thank-
Lorenz, Celio, Helic, Sen the third.
Lorenzo.
Doric. You said Doric.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll call you Doran.
that will work. Well, I am, as you can see, nobility.
Clearly.
Who's all around me? Is it just the commander, Six, and Bess?
The commander, there were a couple of people in here. The commander asked them to leave. It's commander, Bess, Sting, 6.
Not Sting.
Sting's not there?
Sting says he's wandering around the caravan.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, commander, Bess, 6.
Okay, I kind of look around. Honestly, you want me down to the dirt honest?
That's what I'm here for.
I am so bored.
Okay.
And these two, and you a little bit. I'm tired of killing your rats. It's not fun for me. And these two, they have their heads in lots of fun.
You've been killing the rats.
I had to get here. It took me a little bit. And at first it was fun, and then it got so drab. You can't even begin to understand how boring it got.
When you're saying you've been killing rats, you mean the large ones, the ones that can kind of talk, the ones that wield weapons, the ones that have taken over the city. Not
Yes,
just...
it was fun at first because, wow, they were really weird and unique. And then it just got boring. And I was also in that flying city, and that was boring.
Have you been following us?
Yes, that's beside the point.
Were you watching us earlier today?
Was I?
Were you?
Was I?
Would you like a lollipop? Would I? Would you? Would I? Would you?
So tell me this then. Are you actually nobility?
Yes.
From Wakefield?
But I believe my birthplace was Wakefield. It's been so long. Those potions actually work. I'm like 90.
Bess's jaw would drop.
I look again at myself.
You must have done it wrong.
Can you get a
User error.
refund?
You didn't pay. Which you should have. You did drink one of my potions. That'll be 2 silver. I kind
Can
of
you have
Alright.
a refund?
6 give me the 2 silver.
I'm gonna need that back, I say, and then I nod.
So no?
Correct.
I am a noble.
And you're here because you're bored.
That is what I said. Now thinking back on it, that wasn't best phrasing.
He looks to Bess and 6. What do you think?
He sounds like an eccentric visitor to me.
I don't like that he's been spying on us. Why have you been spying on us?
I never said I have.
Why have you been following us?
I never said that.
You did.
You must have misunderstood me.
Then
No.
We didn't.
clarify.
This reminds me of a story.
Go on.
You see, when I was a young one, lad just like yourself.
As opposed to Goku.
I got myself into loads of trouble. Loads. I'm Doran, right? This is, yeah. I say that on purpose, kind of winking at everyone.
I don't think anyone responds. They're all just watching
Nope.
you.
I was meeting up with the rival gangs, because, you know, children things and stuff.
The Sharks? The Jets?
Yes. And,
Oh my god.
you see, I had to talk myself out of a sticky situation then.
As you're doing
And
now.
how did you get sticky?
Well, you see, one gang leader threatened to hit the other with a stick. And the other one said his dad could beat the other one's dad in a fight.
Let me ask you this, Doran. Are you making all this up on the spot?
Let me ask you this, Commander.
No,
Isn't
no,
that
no,
what
no.
Life is?
Are you making this up on the spot?
Which thing?
All of it.
The story, yes.
Okay. Cut the bullshit.
I'm ample with the scissors.
What do you want?
That was a little Wayne joke.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Bess is gonna do her channel divinity read thoughts.
Oh.
I get to choose one creature within 60 feet of me, and they have to do a wisdom saving throw. I can read their surface thoughts for 1 minute.
Make that wisdom save.
That was 4.
No. So, Doran, what does Bess hear in your head?
Oh no. Oh no. Never go back on the story. Never go back. Never go back to the interlining lines. Oh, you've done this before. You've done this before. With Doran, the seller, Doran, the noble. Too many storylines. Gotta pick someone else. Maybe I drop off to the side and come back to someone else. Maybe that'll fool him.
This
Do
is
I
all.
hear anything else for the full minute that's going on, or like as conversation is going on as well?
Well,
I
we'll
would
continue
say-
the
I would stay
conversation and we'll
quiet.
see. The commander continues. So, what do you actually want here? You wanted to speak with us in private to reveal that you are not a potion seller. Is that it?
I do sell things.
Potions.
Potions have been on the itinerary of things I sell.
Doran, I've begun to fear for your safety
And why is that?
because about 3 people about to hit you.
What's Doran thinking?
I don't want to be hit. I can leave very quickly. Tell them a
Did
different
he
story.
think-
Keep their attention on you.
Did you think anything when he asked what your intention was? Sorry.
No, he would have still been rehearsing lines at that point.
Okay.
Turn it back on him. Turn it back on him. Turn it back on him.
So basically, everything Doran's about to say, you hear him think oh, here's what I gotta do. Here's what I gotta do. I'm gonna say this, and you hear it in his head, and then he says it out loud.
I wouldn't hit me if I were you. As I cross my legs.
And
on
Bess,
the
just
deck.
before he says that, you hear him. I wouldn't hit me if I were you. Yeah, that'll do. And then he
Say
says,
it with nobility. Say it with conviction. Like an actor
Okay.
pep talking himself. You have done this. Say it with conviction. Come on.
Bess is going to, along with this read thoughts channel divinity, I am allowed to cast suggestion without using a spell slot, and you automatically saving throw.
oof.
Bess is going to say, I suggest you tell us who you really are.
Oh.
A lot of people.
And based on your spell, that is true.
Why did I say that? I say out loud, kind of looking around. A lot of people. Yes.
Commander
See, I'm a
recognizing
man
it.
of many faces.
The commander looks at you, Bess. Well done. Sir,
Madam.
or madam, whatever you go by.
I kind of stop and think, that, and you hear that was not the comeback.
I can still hear. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of inner monologuing of things that have happened and rehearsing for future things.
You should stop rehearsing your lines.
I'm very good at rehearsing my lines. It's what makes me good at what I do.
We don't
No.
want lines. We want the truth.
Well, isn't the truth just a line that you know is factual? No, beside the point. I wasn't expecting this to actually work and get in a small private area. Most people say no, and then this kind goes a different way.
Oh, my office is new, and I
I mean,
wanted to use it, so you're welcome.
and you are
The Bronze Toads.
bronze toads. This reminds me of a story.
I don't think it does.
When I was a kid, I painted a toad bronze.
Bess, you just hear him making up the
That
story in
didn't
his
happen.
head.
Like, you should say
Stop
this.
making up stories, you liar!
This is really. I mean, it is.
You
technically a lie.
Stop talking!
Thinking in my head, yeah, stay silent for a little. Make them think they're getting to you.
Wait, no, keep talking!
And about now, the spell wears off.
The one looks at you and goes, don't read those. They're very intimate.
Too late. I already he did, and I know you're a liar.
I have better business to attend to. Doran, your fate now lies in the hands of these two individuals. Good luck. And he walks out.
I take out my
Oh, boy.
dagger.
I see her dagger. I use minor illusion to make a bigger dagger, probably about 1.5 inches bigger than hers.
I take out my other dagger.
I didn't think this far ahead. I say, looking at you.
Why are you here?
I told you I was bored. That one was the honest to God truth.
Okay. I'm kind of done here.
Are we? Oh,
Doran,
wait. Yes.
what do you want?
To be entertained, honestly. That one's not a story. But I do have a story. I like to be entertained. As you get closer to me, you can see there are clock in my pupils have the hands of a clock constantly moving in them.
That's fascinating.
You see, I was born with magic. I'm a person who can change their appearance basically at will, and then as I say that, I use my racial ability to turn into the commander. Identical in every way.
Can you even throw your voice?
My voice would change matches.
Does
Well,
it?
that's a handy trick.
Yep, appearance
So-
and voice.
Okay. So now he's talking like this.
This. You see, I got bored.
Batman.
Because I changed right back.
And you followed us because we're entertaining?
Mainly, actually, you guys have done a lot of things that I would say would be fun, or at least not boring. I mean, you were in a city when it started to fly.
That's true.
You guys blew up a house on a whim. That was ridiculous.
How long
Yeah.
have you been watching us?
You guys specifically? I don't know. This area in general? A while.
And
It wasn't watching you per se, as you guys were a common factor between where I was, and I just happened to notice.
they are hard to ignore. And to that end, to being entertained, is this now my responsibility?
No, I'm gonna follow around. I'm gonna follow you guys around either at distance or with you guys, and hopefully things around you guys keep me entertained.
What's gonna happen
Okay.
if they don't? Are you just gonna?
No, I might spice it up a little bit.
Oh,
I'm not sure I like the sound of that. However, tell us a bit about yourself, your skills. You've killed rats, you say. We've killed
I mean, on the way here.
much larger things.
Well, when I showed up in the city and there was a bunch of rats walking around carrying weapons, at first I tried to befriend them and look like a rat.
As one does.
oh, I bet they did not like that.
No, because I don't speak rat.
Oh, I do. I'd start speaking rat.
Okay.
To you, it just
I
sounds
would-
like chitters. She's just chittering at you.
I'd look back, squint my eyes, and then do nothing in response.
All right.
Imagine if you were still hearing his thoughts, it would just go completely silent.
No, it'd be squint. It'd be squint. Maintain that face. Yes. Make it look like you're contemplating.
Work it.
constipated,
Work it. Keep it
contemplating.
up. You're doing it. Work it, girl.
Work it,
Ugh.
Travis.
My skills,
Oh.
I can cast magic with my hands and with my feet. You're lucky. I can lie through most situations if I really want to. I can change my appearance basically at whim. I can turn invisible, not at whim, but I choose to. I'm an actor, so you can see my face in the headlines. I have 5 names. I can
Yeah.
do more.
So,
I'm
all
taller
right. You
than
want to follow us around? I don't see anything wrong with that. Bess?
Yeah, you know, okay.
It may be enough of my water make you young again, as I stroke Six's face and walk away.
This is, however, your warning.
What's the warning for?
You'll figure it out, I guess.
Go and pay a beer back.
Are you threatening me, man whose name I don't know?
I look really, really honored, and I say, "That was enough to threaten you? Thank you, thank you."
Well, you see, from my line of work, which is lying, it's not hard to take anything as a threat. However,
I
I've
see.
never been bested in anything, honestly.
Of course not.
You've been bested in the good looks
Wordplay.
department.
I
A
can
six.
change
I
that.
think a 6.
I make my face not identical to Six's, but very similar. We could be siblings. Is this more your style?
Make it stop.
I do.
It's not the original. All right.
No,
Kill it with
Thorn.
fire.
I try not to be the original.
I don't think we'll be able to stop you from following us around, so that's totally okay.
But we should exchange.
If you would
names.
like to observe, I'm sorry.
We should all exchange names then, since we're friends.
All right. Well, I'm gonna toss in 6. What do I get back?
Well, this is Doran. I say, looking like Doran.
So I'm Doran now.
No, I'm Doran. I changed.
I'm
my
sorry. I
face
thought you
now.
asked me to exchange names.
You're 6. I'm
I'm gonna find you in real life and punch you.
I'm just doing it for Doran.
You see, this is Doran. You are 6. That is a person who can speak rat fluently, which is an interesting thing.
That's Bess.
The 2 people who walked away, well, there was the commander and the people you were with. I believe his name was Sting, from what I overheard. Not
He's with the
eavesdropping.
cops. Oh.
I hate you so much. And then the other one was Alistair? Alistair?
Hmm. The commander seemed to know him as well.
Your commander knows a lot of people. I bet I know more.
I bet you're right.
All right, I'm bored. Let's move. I clap and start.
All right. Bess, let's try to keep an eye on that, okay?
Why does it have to be our job?
We seem to get the shit jobs. So,
I suppose.
right this way. I make him leave first, because...
He was already leaving first.
Oh, okay. All right. We head out, and I try to find the commander and Alistair again, and perhaps where Sting has wandered off to.
All right. Alistair, what are you doing?
Browsing.
Okay. During their conversation, the commander does come back and find you. And, he does say, "So, what have you been up to lately? Working on
Wandering.
that list of yours?"
I have been, and it's brought me around the area actually.
Interesting.
I'm looking for Malcolm.
Malcolm. Tomeweaver.
I believe so.
Actually.
Never really knew his last name well.
Well, there's a freebie for you. I believe his last name is Tomeweaver. I've had a couple of run-ins. I wouldn't
He
trust
has
him.
the one with the suit of armor.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
He spent some time in Main Gate, convincing travelers and adventurers to go on errands for him, usually getting them killed. But,
Not all of us.
well, you're not there quite yet.
Oh, that's right.
This is during your conversation. But I believe, I don't know exactly where he is, but I believe my friends might. The ones who call themselves the Bronze Toads. The small girl and the handsome man. They should know where he is.
Interesting name. I don't know if I like it.
Like what?
It grows on you.
The name.
sorry.
The Bronze Toads.
I'm not too keen on it either. I think it's a little silly, but
It definitely doesn't grow on you.
despite... Oh, hello, Sting. Despite despite the silly name, I assure you the work they do is not of a similar nature. They are extremely valuable assets. Odd people, but extremely valuable assets. And if you're looking for Malcolm, wait, are you looking to kill him?
No, actually, just to ask him a few questions about the next person.
Well.
Who I intend to kill.
Very well, that's not my business then. If you want to find Malcolm, I'd go through them. And
Okay,
as
then
long
why-
as you're here, there's always work.
I noticed you guys are moving. I also noticed the abundance of rat corpses where I looked for you the first time.
Yeah, sorry, you probably came across an empty base.
Yeah.
Probably
that was a
thought we
little
were
bit
all
of a shock.
dead.
But I saw a bunch of people walking, so I followed.
Right. Well, good thing you did. This is Shine Bright. We'll be here for the time being. We've relocated all the citizens and the cloaked rangers here. We suffered some pretty serious casualties, so it was necessary to move further away from the city, but somewhere close by so we can still work within it. Speaking of working within it, again, if there's any work that you're looking for, I have it.
Of
I'm
course.
always looking for, right now, I'm looking for people of your skill level. People like Bess and Six, and possibly that Doran fellow, though I'm not too sure about him. And Sting. I'm sure you've heard of Sting.
I have.
Many people
Seen him
have.
in concert.
He,
Never
He'll-
met him, but
well,
Jason, shut the
you've
fuck
heard
up.
of his works, as many people have.
You brought this upon us.
I've,
Jesse,
I've-
you've cursed yourself.
I've managed to...
I didn't know that Jason's age would play into my character's name, okay? I didn't bring it on us because I didn't know it.
I'm done.
I've managed to find payment enough for Sting. I'm sure you've heard of his rates.
Oh, I'm not asking for rates.
Well, if you're willing to aid in our cause, even if it's just for gold or fun or adventure or whatever plunder you find in the city, I'm always looking for more auxiliaries of their skill level. So take it in consideration. Maybe speak with the Bronze Toads about Malcolm. See if you take a liking to them. We could use you.
Of course. You gave me his last name, and you gave me people who knew where he was, and that's enough payment for me.
Good to hear. Good to have you around as well. Feel a little
It's
safer.
good to be back.
Well, enjoy the caravan, and good luck on your business. And he goes
Oh, I
off.
plan to.
He goes off.
Isaac's second character, the entirety of his second character is just gonna be like, yeah, I'm just here looking for Malcolm, and he just leaves to go find Malcolm.
Roll on your character.
I love it.
No, I definitely have a long game plan.
What's Sting doing at the moment?
Looking through the caravan.
Okay. I will say, Alistair and Sting, if you guys want any mundane items you'd be looking for, rations, simple weapons, anything you can think of that isn't, magic items, let me know. You can probably find it here. If you wanna buy anything or trade anything or sell anything. As for Doran, Six, and Bess, you guys are walking out of the Shinebright Manor. What are you doing?
Actually, I know that it's canon in Blake's campaign. Actually, it might have been this campaign. Prestidigitation can light cigars and cigarettes, correct?
I would say so.
Okay, cool. That's all.
Let me.
Sweet.
I don't remember which
You
campaign
can
I did that with.
you can instantly light or snuff out a candle.
Yeah, if it can light or
Campfire
snuff out a candle, I'm saying it
Yeah,
can
that
light
was
a
the
cigar.
argument point. That's right. Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
specific wording, that's kind of like Fireball doesn't say that you can blow up a building with it, but you certainly can. I'm saying if you can light a candle with prestidigitation, you can light a cigar.
Well, you can make a small campfire, but you can't light my cigarette.
Yeah.
Epic.
I don't know, man. It just
Uh,
doesn't. I'd be shaking hands with as many people as I can and introducing myself.
As
And then coughing
Doran.
on it in between.
As Doran.
As Doran. Okay.
Every
So-
fourth person, I'd say a different name that I wouldn't keep track of.
I'll,
Doran. The name's Michael.
I'll take Bess kind of by the shoulder, and we'll walk out together. And I'm looking for the other three misfits
Yep.
here that we've been.
It just
I
so
introduced
happens
after
that
them.
Alistair is looking for you, so you guys are able to link up rather easily.
Hey, that was
follow.
handy.
I love a team meeting.
Alistair.
And Sting, if you
this
want to
is-
join in, Sting, you are probably nearby enough to go join in if you want to.
I sent you a DM.
Okay.
What he's looking for.
This is Doran.
The name's Doran. Doran, Loren, Celio, Helix, and third.
He's gonna follow us.
Do I need to memorize the whole thing, or is Dawn specific?
You can
You can call him Doo-Doo.
when I look like this, do refer to me as Doran. But if I have other games going on, then I might have to change appearance and name.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I don't have to memorize the entire 6 name to name.
It's 5 names and then a suffix. But beside the point. I am not following. I'm joining with. We're joining forces.
Oh,
And
I think you're following.
I'm following very. If I'm in front, I'm not really following. It doesn't make sense. I'm joining up for you for the time being, as long as I'm
To
not.
continue the
forward.
team meeting, as you were saying, Six.
This is Doran, and as far as I understand, we're kind of able to continue our investigations. Would anyone be interested in accompanying us toward the coast? I motioned to Bess.
What are we doing? What are we doing there? Give me. What's my inspiration?
We are looking for a talking lighthouse.
I'm in. That sounds so entertaining.
It could be. Alistair? Stare?
Sure, I think. I do have, wanted to ask you guys about Malcolm Tomeweaver, I believe his name was.
I know him very well. Best friend of mine.
Oh, he was the one that told us about the lighthouse.
About 5 foot tall black guy, right, Doran?
Yes. I remember meeting
Yeah, you
him.
know.
I remember it was yesterday.
So, yeah, Tom Weaver. We know the guy.
The,
What,
the
uh,
job,
Told
the
us
job
about
for
the
the
lighthouse.
lighthouse is from him.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
Yes, it is indeed. But I didn't say that. How do you know that?
I said
Bess
that.
said that.
Oh, Bess said that. I'm sorry, Bess.
Sorry, I'm not talking loud. My throat hurts.
Oh no, you're good. I apologize.
I like to imagine Six is like genuinely confused. The Bess is just like punches his shoulder. She's like, I said that.
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah, we know where to find him. What? How do you know him?
I know him. Well, I don't. I need to talk to him about someone he might know. And then
Fair enough.
business shall presume.
I hope it
Resume.
wasn't his old partner. We slaughtered him.
Oh, I remember that fight. It was gruesome.
Doran,
Sting
you
would
weren't here
walk
yet.
up.
Malcolm had a partner?
A while ago, it sounds like. They hadn't spoken in a while.
That's a shame. Why'd you kill him?
He was a dick.
He was evil.
He was. He
the
was. He was.
worst.
Don't worry,
was
guys.
leading-
I'm just over here in Discord breaking Jesse's heart.
Uh-oh.
You'll find out why shortly, but continue. Sorry.
He was.
Okay.
Sting walks up with a dog.
He was controlling the rat army. Hey, nice dog.
Yeah, it's a slightly large German Shepherd. Very excited, very friendly boy.
Ah, an animal. This reminds me of a time.
I
Sure it
just
does.
realized that we have a person in the Discord named Barry McCockiner.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy Cameron.
Ah.
And I didn't get
Perkins
the Perkins Cam. I didn't get the joke. I just like I was like, who is Barry McCockiner? Okay. Until he said it out loud, I was like, oh, Barry oh, all right, there it is. Anyway, moving on.
I don't remember what did he play?
Cam was at the beginning, wasn't he?
Wasn't he the dream dude?
No,
No,
that
that
was
was-
Perry.
that's
He was
Perry.
the dreamy dude.
Cam,
No,
I
it wasn't
invited
He
him
Barry
to
is
Discord.
Barry.
Perry's
I believe-
so dreamy.
I don't think he's played anything yet. He's a potential
I
guest.
thought he was the witch.
No, that's Perry.
Oh,
He's a potential guest. I'll actually move him to the guest's role.
okay. Because I was like, Barry McCockiner. That's pretty good though. That's a pretty fucking good name. Sorry.
So,
That just really
you
caught
guys
me
were
off guard.
saying.
You were torturing Jesse on Discord, so I moved to Discord. And I'm like, ah, that caught my eye.
Ah, a dog. A story. Stories I have about dogs.
Doran,
Another time.
unnecessary.
Oh,
How big is the dog?
Adult German Shepherd.
Slightly large for a German Shepherd.
I like to put my hands behind my back, lean forward a little bit, and ask Sting if I can pet him. Or her.
I was
or
just
it.
about to do
Before
that.
you can
but-
ask, the dog is already
Bro.
jumping up on you and licking your face.
Like,
I
is
guess
it
that's a yes.
big enough to knock me over?
Not big enough to knock you over, but like
Is it big enough to knock
big
you
enough that
over?
you
How
gotta
tall are you?
big enough that you kind of have to go
I'm
"Oh,"
6
and
foot.
catch him.
Okay, I'm taller than you.
Big enough that you have to like put a little weight forward to not be pushed back.
Is it big enough to knock Bess over?
Match
Probably.
the dog's excitement and pet him.
Oh yeah, it's like 14 out of 10. Good boy.
Nice. Would you mind putting a picture in there, just like you did of Sam's puppy?
Like, okay, I can.
Eventually, just so we can have a growing accumulation of character dogs.
Does he
Yes.
have a name?
I name him Thor.
Oh,
Does Thor exist?
We can make a religion out of that.
Is there a god involved in this world?
The Thunder Dog.
The DM?
I know that when I was looking through deities and pantheons, you could pick from Norse mythology. So
I'm asking the DM if
What?
does Thor exist as a god or a
Dick
patron?
Master, sorry,
He could.
Dongan Mister.
Well, I was just wondering because Doran's opinion of gods.
Any god that is in an official pantheon recognized by Wizards of the Coast could potentially exist, though the level of worship varies.
What I've ever heard of anyone worshiping a Thor.
You may have heard of people worshiping a god. Yeah, sure. You may have heard of it, and you in particular may have, but people in this area, no.
I kind of like a little kind of look of disgust. Not like I look at the dog and I look at Stingo. Not the dog, the name. Not a fan.
That's Doran, I say loudly.
I look at you and go, and that's 6. And if I look like that, then I'm 6. Do you have an extra set of clothes I can borrow?
Just borrow the
Alistair
one.
would extend his hand out in the middle of the group to whoever wants it after he's done petting the dog and go, Alistair Kane.
Doran would grab
would
it and then reach and actually stop and go, you first.
6 would grab it.
and say what?
You
Alistair-
first, you said.
Alistair Kane.
Oh, sorry. 6. Good
We
to
need
meet
get you a
you.
last name.
It's simplistic. I like it.
I would go, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to look like this, and my alter self spell.
So you now stop looking like me.
Sting.
A frightening group we make.
I would shake Alistair's hand and look at his palm lines. Like, flip his
What?
hand over and like trace them. A
What,
long,
what can you
Let
tell,
it
Doran?
happen.
a long, fruitful life is ahead of you.
A
And
long,
I put
fruit-filled
my
life.
left hand on your face. And nod.
Bess would say,
Congrats.
Wait, do mine, do mine, do
Boy!
mine.
Good boy! Good
Oh.
boy!
His good boy rating
boy.
goes up every time you say something about him.
Every time somebody asks for a rating, like Jesse said, like 12 out of 10, good boy. In Discord, I said like 13 out of 10, and then I said 14 out of 10, good boy to you guys when he started licking your face, and now he's a 15 out of 10. Every time he is
15 out of
mentioned,
10.
he goes up.
Thor! 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 Are
Is
you
it-
keeping track?
Okay.
Yeah, he's a 20 out of 10 now.
Nice.
Bess would holler for Dorian to read her poem.
Doran. I'd correct her. With
Dorian.
a
Sorry.
little bit of anger, just Doran.
That's Clara being stupid.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'd
You
look at
should
it.
be.
Now, do I notice that she's wearing religious stuff on her? Any pendants or anything? Through my line of work, would I notice any just small things I would pick up? Is there anything of obvious?
Do you have anything dedicated to Mistra visible on you?
I honestly don't think I do.
Oh, shit. Alistair, actually from his right ear, has a little silver chain with a cube on it. And... Oh, actually, I don't know if he'd recognize it. I seriously doubt he would.
Well,
Doran's been
feel
around.
Doran's been
Well
around,
enough.
man.
Doran's been
Alright.
around. It's one of his things. That's why he picks
Maybe
up.
like. Well, I don't actually know if it's worshipped as like a deity.
Maybe. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He may. I will tell you, he has heard of something like this maybe once. He might. Doran, you would recognize the cube as possibly a sort of religious artifact kind of thing, maybe, but it just might be a cube.
I keep taking note of that mentally, and I go to Bess and look at her.
Alistair, you do notice he like looks at that earring for a moment and then continues.
Nice.
Does
Yeah,
how long have I been?
don't have anything.
I would look at it. Now, based off of my watching, what I've noticed that her spending a lot of time with 6.
Yeah.
I noticed based off your palm that an interest of yours has gotten closer lately.
Okay, thank you.
I nod. And then I bow to the people like I did a show.
Good show.
I
Thank you.
applaud.
I think we were introduced people. I believe you went, Mr. Kate, Alice. Fancy. If you don't mind, I'm going to sit down and pull out one of my little notebooks and start sketching people with their names written down.
Sure, that's a good way to remember someone's name.
And this is why Sting wears a mask.
At around this point, you can all
I think
hear.
I know what it looks like.
There's a lot of bustle and calling out and talking here, but you can all hear kind of off in the distance. Bronze toads! Does anyone know where the bronze toads are? I need to find the bronze toads!
My head whips up, and I say, I believe we're being called.
Yes,
I
we are.
would cast my cantrip Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Thaumaturgy to project your voice.
Yeah, and I'd say the bronze toads are coming.
And everybody within the so it's the bronze toads! Everybody within the immediate vicinity like stops. It's like whoa, and then you guys make your way. And then you guys make your way over.
I
Indeed.
do, walking swiftly and full of myself. Like I always
Sting,
do.
Alistair, are you coming with?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, you guys make your way over.
I was hired to be in the group.
And there's a somewhat well-dressed man. You can tell he's got like a satchel around his shoulder. You can tell like based on his clothing, and his the things he has on his person. He is a carrier, a messenger. And seeing you guys approach, he goes, "I suppose that answers my question. You must be the bronze toads."
Of course, yes, we
I'll
are.
take that. I say.
Right. Well, I do have a package delivered specifically to you or to the commander. I could not find the commander, so you will have to do. It is
If the commander were to show up, would he get the package instead of us?
Yes.
What's in the
I'll take
package?
it to him right away.
I do not know the contents of the package, but
Do we have to wait for the commander to come to open it, or can we open it now?
Do you take tips?
I certainly do.
Good. That's good to know.
I hand him a gold piece from my bag.
He takes it. Well, thank you very much. I do know that within the package are supplies for you and the people of Direwood, and some letter, I believe, for the commander, which is why it was supposed to be given to him. But it is right over here. He walks like 10 feet over, and there's like a large crate that looks like it was loaded off of a cart recently. So I'll leave this in your hands. That is my job done. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
The commander's note is in the
Interesting
box.
lad.
It should be, hopefully. Goodbye.
Okay. Later.
Goodbye.
And you have a big crate. It is like an 8-foot by 6-foot crate that's like 3 feet high. It's a big ass crate. Probably took a whole cart.
Goodness.
Bess would cast sending, and obviously to the commander. Just say, "Hey, it's Bess. There's a package for you. Where are we right now?"
If you were to take the path from Shinebright Manor to the main road where the caravan is on, if you were to take a left and go about 200 feet.
I thought you were going to leave it at, "Hey, it's Bess," and I enjoyed that.
That would have been really funny. He would have just responded, "Hey, it's me." What? Like,
Come find us. The end.
We're
Goodbye.
by the big crate.
okay. He goes, "Where are you?" I'll come find you. Yep. And as you
I'd
send
say
that,
to them, the commander's on his way.
Excellent. I believe he will be excited to receive correspondence from his. I wink at everybody, but nobody knows what's going on.
so it takes a few minutes for him to find you. Is there anything you guys want to talk about or do while you're waiting for him?
Maybe we should check to make sure the package isn't dangerous.
It's not our package to open.
Well, maybe
So-
we could. I don't know how else we could see it. Open it. With your eyes closed, and if it blows up, we know it was a bomb.
No.
That is a good point. You know what a
No.
bomb is, huh?
I know a lot of things. Many things. I've been around. That's how I know that sometimes the easiest way to carry out an attack on someone is to an intermediate thing. It also doesn't have to be a bomb. There are spells such as Glyph of Warding that you can place a ruin on something and cause it to explode when a certain action is done to it.
Can
Is the commander there?
sense any magical energy coming from the box?
Not obviously, not apparently.
I'm gonna check Glyph and see if
It's
there's
not
a
like
way to
glowing or anything.
I would like to investigate because it is possible to find Glyph of Warding. Do that, and I would know that.
So you're just checking the outside of the crate?
Looking at where it would open, any place it would open, and just seeing if there's a glyph.
Make an investigation check.
I did.
You-
Damn. Not,
You guys watch as Doran kind of like walks around, briefly inspects it. Seems fine.
It might be on the bottom.
What are you looking for?
I'm telling you, I'm checking to see if there's any magical runes that will. A boom. When
What
you
do they
open the
look
box.
like?
It's
Okay,
text that
how
says
long
I
does it take for the
memorized
commander to
magic
get over
runes this
here?
morning. Yeah, how long?
It'll be another minute or two.
Okay.
What-
Maybe it's on the
is-
bottom of the
Because
box.
you didn't tell him where you are, so he's looking for you.
What does the glyph look like?
It's hard to explain and describe because it's unique, and it's just I can't do it. It'd take me an hour to cast a spell.
Could Sting investigate for one?
You can investigate as well. That's fine. No, take advantage. Doran's still looking. That's fine.
That doesn't matter.
Doran's not fucking with. Jesus, fuck. What is your investigation?
I get a plus
Yeah.
5 because of observant.
Oh, you have the observant feat, you motherfucker. So you have a plus 10. Okay. You watch
Whack.
as Sting, probably having set up traps like this before, very thoroughly inspects it, checking, like he runs his fingers along the edges, and he checks the latches where it looks like it might open.
He's used to setting traps.
As he's wrapping up and seeing you decide it looks fine, the commander arrives. And he looks to you, best.
Commander.
Yeah, he comes over. You know, you could have told me where you were.
But that wasn't any fun.
It wasn't
You have
fun
more
looking
ex-
for you.
You have more experience looking than you did 5 minutes ago. Do you know how important that is?
Commander,
I am
I believe
already regretting
you have
letting
a
you stay here.
reply.
I honestly
To your
don't
letter.
really understand where we are geographically right now. So
Well, if
I
you look on the
figured
map,
I would have gotten
I
you
have-
more.
I have a map of Fierce Reach if you want to see it.
I don't have a
I-
map. I don't know
Also-
where I am. The end.
I could give you
Best
a
is like
rough
help.
map. Anyway,
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
if it's just a letter for me, that's a rather large crate.
Yeah, it's just a
There are
letter.
supplies as well, or I am told,
Let's
for
take a
us
look.
and for Direwood.
He moves over to
All
the
right.
crate, and there are like 6
I
latches.
punch it until it breaks open.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
There are 6 latches. He goes click, 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 click. And, he slowly raises it, and you guys can all see it is full. There's one large note and then a sealed letter on top, with a preach and seal, and but within it, underneath all that, is dried foods, meats wrapped up, things wrapped up in leaves, a couple barrels of water, some various
Awesome.
bottles of alcohol, leather armor, short swords, crossbows, bolts, some books, a few healing potions, and then a few pouches that supposedly contain probably coin. The commander looks, wow, that's a lot.
Our neighbors and priests have been very good to us.
Hopefully. He picks up the first note that's not wrapped up, reads it. It's just a few moments later. Well, it looks like the Parisian people are on our side, or at least sympathetic for our cause.
That's good.
According to this note, everything in here was donated by the public.
Really?
You guys must have made something of an impression there.
They're good people.
We
Strong.
all have made very many impressions.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and take this, and he takes the sealed letter. Bess, would you mind sending a message to Ravina to gather guards and start divvying this out?
Yeah, absolutely. Do I need to tell her where we are?
Please do. Tell her
Where are we?
take a left off the path from Shine Bright, 200 feet.
Okay. I will tell her.
I assume you do
I
so.
pass-
Yeah.
yeah.
Pass it along. He looks in.
In case you don't remember, take a right off the path of Shine Bright 200.
And the commander steps about like 10 feet away, and you can see him opening the letter to read it.
Did I see the seal on it?
Yeah, you would have seen the Parisian seal.
I would open up my notebook and kind of start taking a note of exactly how it looks.
Okay.
I peek over his shoulder into his notebook.
Right now, you just see a doodle, probably half of Six's upper torso and his face, and then me working on the seal with no concept of like I have enough room to finish Six, but the seal's probably too close to one of his legs. You can tell it wasn't planned out the way I wanted it to be, but I do have a note there of it.
Right. So,
right.
with that, after a minute, Ravina does come over with a few soldiers who all smile at the package, and they together lift it up and start hauling it over to Shine Bright to be divvied out amongst the public and the cloaked rangers. And the commander seems to finish reading his letter. He comes back to you guys.
Real quick before he walks completely off, I would like to make sure that they know that this is a care package from priests, and to make that knowledge known as the items are handed out.
Ravina says, "I'll make that abundantly clear. I'm sure
Thank you.
everybody here. This is a good sign. This is a really good sign. Now it seems the Parisian public is on our side, and with this, our people will be on theirs. This is good. This is very good. Thank you for your work in priests." And they haul it off.
You're welcome.
The commander returns,
Okay.
and he sighs.
Yes.
So, you guys caused quite a stir in priests. I guess I shouldn't
We
be
did?
surprised. According to the
Yes,
letter,
we did.
um,
It was a
It is
wonderful time.
floating in the sky now.
most of this is rather
I-
personal, but the Pathfinder, Zilric, I will read you this last bit. I quote, "And next time you want direct assistance, grow a pair and come ask me yourself. Your restorative court, in quotation marks, made quite a ruckus here, and I'm still picking up the pieces."
Yes.
So,
I didn't think we were that bad.
apparently whatever you did was quite noteworthy.
Very.
You know what? Let's just
as
blame
I
it
say,
all
the
on Zelfer.
city's in the sky.
I agree. Let's blame it all on Zelfer.
Yes, that Zolfa man was kind of
It
a
was
weirdo.
Zelfer's fault. You
So
hear
many
from
tales
Sam
of
a mile
Zelfer.
away.
What did he say?
Sam calls out from fucking like 800 feet away over to Shinebright Manor. It was Zelfer's fault.
Yeah,
I don't know who
indeed.
Zelfa is, but it kind of seems like it was his fault.
I agree. What's a freak?
I
Hope
like
the
you
hope
guys
the man
already.
doesn't have any offspring if he caused that much of a ruckus.
That is a mean thing to say.
And you all may be entertained by this. She
Oh,
says
Doran.
Ooh,
at the very
entertainment.
end, "One more thing, you were wrong. The city floats. I told you so, you bastard." So, well done.
Did you think the city
Thank you.
wasn't going to float? That's such a old mindset to have.
Well, you know, we really shouldn't have.
What do you
Why
mean you
not?
shouldn't have?
Alistair's eyes kind of bulge, and he's like, "Priest is in the air now?"
Apparently.
Several hundred feet.
Doesn't sound like a metaphor to me.
It is flying. I've been there. It's
Impressive.
quite up in the air.
Isn't it several thousand feet?
Yes.
Now, you could say the situation is quite up in the air.
With that,
Is there a drum around or cymbal? No.
I could make the noise, and I make the noise.
he makes up but
with minor illusion.
All right.
With that, now that you all seem to be well acquainted, why not bond over some shopping? Grab anything you need. I've already done the same, and we'll reconvene tonight.
I have gold
All
to
right.
make at my stand, you guys. So you guys go ahead shopping without me. I want to see how many people I can sell on a bottle of youth.
Okay.
At minimum of 4 copper apiece. I'll start at the silver and work my way down.
You know, Doran,
You're
as
scamming
a city official, I think I'm going to need to see proof that your potions work before I'm going to allow you to sell them.
You saw what it did to me.
Yes, I would like to be younger, please.
Not proof on yourself.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
It takes a while for them to work and process. It's a plan.
How long?
It's like 5 copper a month, and I send you your monthly shipment of bottles.
It's like proactive.
For you, it seemed to happen quite quickly. Is that not what others can expect?
Well, it was like my 8th. It's like my 10th month in a row.
I see. Okay. I'm going to confiscate those bottles and just go shopping for the evening or something. Okay.
I hand him the bottles.
I drink them all. I do. I drink all of them on the spot.
It's not pleasant, but you can tell it's
It's okay,
mostly
6
just water.
At level 10, 6 can no longer be poisoned, so he's just going to drink shit.
Okay.
Do I look any younger now?
No. Well,
Okay.
I want to make
Moving
a
on.
note of exactly how Six's clothing would look.
Okay.
And I'd like
Okay.
to try to find someone who can make me an exact duplicate of his clothing.
That's actually a good segue. So I think we're gonna end there for tonight.
Some
We'll
people.
end there for tonight. But one thing I will say is each of you take advantage of the caravan while it's here. They will buy, sell, trade just about anything
Okay.
that is mundane. So you'll probably even be able to find somebody that could sell common magic items or trade or so if there's anything that you want to buy, sell, or trade at all, anything, make note of it and be ready with that for the start of next session. Take advantage of it while it's here because it only comes around once a month, and each session we play usually only lasts like 1 or 2 days. So
Alrighty.